Alright, we're starting up the stream, folks. So... Oh shit, I have the wrong screen open, I'm embarrassed. There we go, we got it. Let me make sure everything is in order. I'm gonna make sure I can see chat. I don't know if this is streaming too soon after I uploaded a video, but, you know, I'm just feeling like it, so we're gonna go ahead and just do things, XD. So, if you need a refresher or don't know who I am, I'm Ethan Bondreal. I play games and make them gay while doing it. Sound good? Thumbs up. But I'm playing 20XX. Like I said before, I need to do more practice with this game just so that I get better and up to my standard of quality. And I'm pretty hyped about it. Because this is a very good game. It has good game feel, like the nerds say now. Giving me all that platforming goodness that I really need. After this run, I'm probably gonna actually link this in my Facebook group chat, because I almost forgot to do that. And I guess, even though no one's here, I should probably do some filler, right? It's pretty cool for me to talk to myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do it. So I actually worked today for the first time in like 5,000 years, and there was actually a really cute customer there, and I was really feeling it, because he was really just a bastion of fertility. He was a very short and squat man with big muscles and a juicy-ass mustache. Oh, shit, son. Let's try that again. There we go, we got it, boy. But this is also why I'm practicing, too, because I gotta get my platforming elements back down, because I really have not played this game enough. But anyway, that dude was juicy as hell, and I was all about it. I don't know what I am supposed to do here. Am I supposed to do like a certain number of laps, I guess, around this without getting hit? I really don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. This is embarrassing. Like, I probably need to actually, like, read what the fuck you're supposed to do in those rooms, because, again, they've been adding new challenges to this game since I last played, so I have to keep up with what's actually fucking going on and actually read up on stuff. But, again, that's why we're practicing, so we do understand what's going on. This is already actually a really shitty run. I've taken a lot of damage for no reason. But I'm warming up, I'm getting situated. I gotta calibrate my gay energy to be able to really deal with the shit this game's gonna be throwing at me. But other than working today, I didn't really do much. I was like super mega ultra fucking anxious lately. I actually had a nightmare last night. I don't remember what it was about exactly, but it was a pretty ugly one. I remember being like really distraught. Actually, what I remember was I still have nightmares about school sometimes, honestly, because grad school was very, very emotionally draining for me, being a big ol' homosexual. And as you know, I really struggle with order in a lot of cases. And so being in an environment where I have to do the same thing repetitively or have to keep to a schedule tends to cause me a lot of grief. And so consequently, I still fucking have nightmares about... Oh, hi David, I didn't even notice you typing in chat. I haven't been looking at my chat stuff, but... You know, basically I still have nightmares about, like, missing assignments or being late to class. Although, honestly, like, I usually don't give a fuck about being late to class, honestly. Like, sometimes I do, but it's like, you know, I pay to be there, so I'll show up whenever I fucking want to. I also don't like the relationship between teacher and student in, like, a university setting in a lot of cases, because I feel like it should be, like, a more equal arrangement of power. Like, they shouldn't just be able to tell me not to be... Okay, I'm being kind of stupid. But they shouldn't be able to just tell me not to be late. Like, I pay you, nerd, so I should be able to show up when I want, like I fucking said. But that's also me just being a petty dweeb. But I'm also notably... I do very well in school consistently, like I said, I've always been a good student. But something I had to learn to let go was just, like, really pushing myself to get all A's, honestly. Because it's like, with the gay shit I have to go through and like the ethnic shit I have to go through and all that stuff, it's really hard to sustain getting good grades while you're like in the throes of like mega ultra gay despair, and you sometimes struggle deciding if your life is worth living. Oh shit, son. Real platforming hours. Is there anything up there? Nah. I forgot, what do you go to school for, David? Or I forgot, are you in college or... Also, I'm actually going to pause the game for a second. I'm going to link this somewhere. It's a little awkward that I just fucking stopped the stream to link it, but I gotta get more hoes in here. Also, someone asked me on Discord if I was streaming right now, and I should answer that. Yeah, boy, I'm streaming, son. Alright, I linked it. Mission complete, ma. We did it. Oh, that's pretty cool. My friend was in public health education, and I'm actually kind of interested in it myself, honestly. In some alternate dimension, I might have went along that path. I've actually applied to a few public health related jobs too. And I've done some quasi, like, related work. Like, I volunteered with, like, well, more than one HIV nonprofit while I was in college. And did de facto, like, sex education stuff. It's kind of annoying that some of the public health stuff that, like, centers around LGBT people, or specifically, like, gay people, has to do so much with HIV, which isn't bad, because it's important to have that out there, but I think that public health tends to ignore, like, the emotional needs and, like, the mental health stuff with LGBT people. Especially because a lot of us really struggle with, like, alcoholism and stuff like that, and it's kind of annoying. Oh, how did I do that? Well, when I was in college, I was in a very large LGBT organization, and I was in a leadership position in it. And if you live in a big city, or you go to university in a big city, there's a very good chance that there are multiple nonprofit organizations that exist to basically provide HIV services. Oh, hey. Why is my stream quality going down? Give me one sec here. One sec. Oh, it's because my mom's fucking, like, downloading big titty porn or something. Oh well, just had to deal, fam. Hopefully I'm still coherent, though. But basically, if you live in a big city, there's probably several nonprofits that exist that are providing HIV services, because there's actually a lot of money in providing HIV testing and education. The reason for that is that the government will subsidize it, or a large portion of it, and it's not just, like, one portion of the government. Like, state and local government will usually subsidize a portion of it. So, there are a lot of HIV nonprofits in big cities for that reason. And it is for that reason that it's pretty easy to reach out to one. Because if some don't want you, others definitely will. And they will want to have either volunteers, or they will want to have access to people to do HIV testing, because that's how a lot of them make their money. They have to test a certain number of people to keep their funding. Also, this is a really shitty run, fam. Good lord. So TLDR, just do a Google for HIV, and then insert the name of your city here. And then after you do that, they usually will have a volunteer page or a page asking for donations and stuff. And whoever the volunteer coordinator is, just send them an email and be like, I want to either volunteer, or I want you to come here and test people for me. So what I did specifically, actually the first time I physically went over there, we actually were cleaning the tubs, because it's also, the one I volunteered at first was also a hospice, so people who are dying of late stage HIV or AIDS are gonna be there basically until they die, and they need people to help clean the facilities. So I was basically cleaning the tub they used to clean the patients who couldn't really clean themselves, and it was really, 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 really dirty. And so we did that, and then also we cleaned some beds and set up some stuff. After that, I had done some like different stuff that wasn't like menial. Well, I don't want to say menial labor because that's important work to do because it's helping people live their lives. But basically, we would actually have them come to our college campus and provide HIV testing. And originally, they worked with the student organization I was a part of, but to be real, we were probably a little bit too flaky for them. And so they started doing it through the university themselves, which was very interesting. And other than that, we arranged for them to come over and have like HIV education classes at our college campus, which was pretty neat. It was interesting to have them come over. One of the issues I have with some HIV nonprofits, though, again, is that they're so focused on testing that they lose some of the other social aspects of prevention. And also just taking care of people who already have HIV. And I actually wrote a paper about this, and there's a lot of research that's been done on this, but because they make their money off of, like, testing people for HIV, what ends up happening is that there's not as much of an incentive to actually help people who already have HIV, so much as just like to test people and have testing as prevention, if that makes sense. And I think that's like a little bit, I think that's a little bit shitty, in my opinion. Like, it's not bad to test people, but I think it's like not good to get away from like helping people who already have HIV, if that makes sense. Oh, you know what? Let me move so I can see chat. Hey, hey, Matthew on. Oh shit, actually I need to do some better platforming there. Dash jump, dash jump, dash jump, there we go. And we made it, Ma. I could actually talk a lot about how HIV nonprofits work, because that was a very big area of interest for me. Although I think, in some ways I don't always feel good, like, being critical of it, because it's like I'm not that out there in the fucking trenches, like, really being the ones to help people, but I do feel, you know, as just someone who's, like, in a community that, or multiple communities that, like, have very high HIV contraction rates, that it's something I'm invested in. And then just also my just general interest in seeing people just have better lives, you know? And it's already really hard for people out there with HIV. That was a really big problem we had, or I had, with the HIV nonprofit that I was previously, like, working with, was that they moved away from doing that hospice care stuff and treating people who already had HIV. And they just wanted to focus primarily on testing, and I thought that was a little bit wrong. For one, because they basically started kicking out the people who were, like, living there. And I thought that was, like, a little bit fucked up. Well, I just killed myself being a scrub. What? But that's fine. I'm also distracted because my stream output keeps fucking being dookie, and I don't know why. Give me 1 second. Let me see if there's some shit that's, like, eating up my computer energy. Oh, it's because YouTube isn't receiving enough video data to maintain smooth streaming. What the fuck does that mean, Mom? Oh well. Well, we're hoping this will fix itself, XD. Why should I be a counselor? Also, I should eat this sandwich. I'm gonna take a bite out of it. I'm gonna try to do it very daintily though, so it's not like intrusive. Alright, get ready for it, son. Real sandwich hours. Alright, yeah. So what does the stream look like on y'all's end? Cause like... Well, thank you. Thank you for saying it's nice to hear me. Oh, that's sweet of you, Matthew. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I did do something yesterday. I went to my Game Ends group, and we had a pretty neat discussion. And we talked a good bit about... We just talked about a lot of shit. We talked about how, well, I mean, just almost basic gay stuff, like level 1 gay stuff, like how a lot of gay people hate each other, and how a lot of people are just really ravaged by internalized homophobia. I also talked about how sometimes there's like a rush to be the bottom, and what I mean by that is that a lot of times, especially with younger guys, they want to be like taken care of by someone because they don't want that pressure of being like the one in charge. And so when you have two guys who are like that, there's like a rush basically to assert themselves as the bottom so that they don't have to have like the pressure of making decisions in the relationship. Also, that's very sweet, Matthew. You are the second person who's told me that. A straight boy in high school actually told me that. I think it's just because I have really strong nurturing instincts and impulses, honestly. There we go. Oh, well, this is fucking useless. But I have really strong nurturing impulses and stuff, and I've just always been like, well, that's not true. Since the end of high school, I've been like this, because I used to be a little bit naughtier and not as nice of a person. I had to do a lot of personal growth. That was the dark era of Ethan Bonreal. Oh shit, son. Okay, I need to be patient. There we go, we got it, boy. And this is probably the boss, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, man. Death Lotus, Prince of Petals. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for tonight. I'm probably going to, like, so my goal is, like, almost the same as Secrets of Grindia. I want to do, like, at least 2 or 3 levels without getting hit at all. What I'm probably going to start doing is actually just ending the run and aggressively, like, going for a no-hit run. So if I get hit, I'm basically just going to restart the run from the very fucking beginning. I don't really want to show y'all my dark side, because I don't want that to be, like, what I'm putting out in the universe. In fact, that's part of why I was so anxious, was that I was really shocked that I had such a strong reaction to something, because part of the reason why I'm anxious is I saw something that really fucking pissed me off, and it, like, tilted the shit out of me, like, and it bothered me to such a degree that I was having some very mean and dark thoughts, and that disturbed me a little bit, because I want to be past that. I think that's an unfortunate thing that a lot of gay people do, is that they kind of romanticize their own anger and rage and treat it as something that's very empowering, but I pretty strongly disagree with that. I think that anger and, like, being, like, really cruel, like, it feels really empowering, but it's very easy to become, like a slave to that kind of behavior. And I mean, you can see that on Tumblr, where there are a lot of people who are, like, really mean, and they just really don't know how to, like, be normal with people, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything they do is, like, a conflict. And that's pretty common, I find, when interacting with gay people. I'm not gonna say like a majority of people are like that, but it's like, it's common enough to where like I've noticed it. I think sassy and mean are two sides, not necessarily two sides of the same coin, but like there's a lot of overlap, and I think when under pressure, sassy people become mean sometimes. And it also just depends on what place it's coming from. Because I see some people being sassy to be, like, cute, and I'm like, okay, it's like a bonding thing. But other times, I can tell people are doing it because they're actually threatened by someone, and they're trying to, like, show off their threatenness, but, like, in a cutesy way, and act like it's not a big deal. Oh my fucking gay god, I'm tilted, ma. Actually, I was kind of in a situation like that yesterday when I was at my gay men's group, because there was this guy who, kind of was being a little bit cunty, but not like in the cute way. At least in my opinion. It might be just because, I was already anxious, and so I might have been projecting a little bit, but I felt like he was really, like, just trying to grab some folks' wigs, and I wasn't really feeling it. But also, I understand that he has, like self-esteem problems, like, from personally knowing him. And I think he can grow past them. I think he just needs to stop, like doing that, basically. He needs to, like, chill out a little bit. Because, like, being nicer to other people also helps you be nicer to yourself, in my opinion. Because I think that something we learn as gay people is to be, like, really critical of other people. Because people are always really critical of us. But I think that we turn that towards each other and ourselves really easily, and it's just not productive, you know? And so, like, when you learn basically to be nicer to other people, it's also telling you, you know, if someone has a mistake or makes a flaw, or has a flaw or makes a mistake, that it's okay. And likewise, it teaches you to, like, extend that kindness to yourself. Because I think we tend to beat each other up a lot over stupid shit. And we beat ourselves up over really mundane shit. Also, I've seen enough gay meltdowns in my life to kind of clue in on things like that. I think more than being sassy, it's just more important to generally be assertive. Because it's also very easy to, like... I don't know how to explain this. It's very easy... What the fuck is this? What the fuck? We're getting it. What the fuck, son? I don't know what the fuck that did. Am I weaker now? I think I am. It showed me I had minus attack. Holy shit, I do no fucking damage. Well, I guess we're just skipping everything. This is actually good practice for, like, dodging enemies, too, because, I mean, I can't fucking kill shit. Ooh, shit, son. Got the jukes. Real juke and... Oh, shit! Oh, fuck, I almost got... No! I'm tilted. Okay, we gotta wait for these things to reposition, which is actually really annoying. Okay, oh, shit, we got it. The gray blocks are armor. You get additional max health that you can do over your normal health limit, and it only disappears when you take damage. I mean, that's like normal fucking health, but you know, it's extra health you can have. Alright. Part of me wants to, like, rage restart this run, because actually, this is gonna be fucking impossible. Holy shit. What the fuck? Ah! Yeah, we're not doing this. We're not doing that. That's ridiculous. I'm done, ma. Ugh. Okay, whatever. We're gonna start over in half a second here. I'm gonna take a big ol' slurp of this Dr. Pepper. Hey, Lamau, I got some more folks in here. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Ethan Bond stream. Oh my god, that french fry is delicious. I really love when fresh french fries are like almost burnt. Like the carcinogens just make it absolutely gay delicious. But anyway, we're gonna start this run over. I think I'm gonna implement my rule where if I take damage, I'm just gonna restart the run instantly. I hope that doesn't tilt anyone, but that's what I really have to do to get, like, better at this game. Oh my fucking god. Okay, we're going back in, Ma. I feel like this has already been, like, a very gay set of discussions we've been having, like, so early in the video, or the stream, really. Has really given you some deep gay knowledge. But like I was saying, I went to my Game Ends group, and it was pretty interesting. We had some good combos and stuff. And I really appreciate that. It's really therapeutic talking to other gay people in, like, a very positive way. Because it's like, a lot of times, if your sole interactions with other gay people are like through hookup apps or like Grindr or like just any sort of app, like it's gonna honestly make you hate gay people a little bit, honestly. Because it's like the interactions can just be so negative because everyone's like on the hunt for something that honestly probably isn't really out there. And it puts you in an environment where you're competing with each other or you're like really fighting for attention instead of like something where you just naturally come together. I will say from my experience, it is very hard to sustain gay/LGBT organizations. They tend to have very, very short lives. When I went to a conference in college my freshman year, and they heard our group existed over 2 years, they were like just fucking astounded. Because there were a lot of colleges there too, and we were like one of the oldest organizations that existed. Also, I took fucking damage. I should have reset the run, but whatever. That was 1 damage. Maybe I'll make that my limit. I can get hit once. But part of the reason it's hard is just the social dynamics of LGBT people in general. Is that, like, I think a lot of us really struggle with, for one, not being socially awkward. Like, we're all, well, not all, but a lot of us are very socially anxious. And so it's very hard for us to come together and, like, really make friends, which is why someone would join an LGBT organization usually to begin with. They want to meet other gay people. But, like, if everyone's too afraid to talk to each other, then it's going to be hard. And then on top of that, a lot of us honestly have, like, some ultra gay trauma that we have to deal with. And so it kind of makes it so that a lot of us struggle with, like, having, I don't want to say normal social interactions, but like pleasant social interactions, because it's like a lot of us are so used to being in conflict with other people that we don't know how to just like chill, if that makes sense. There are things to mitigate it. I think it takes a lot of, honestly, you need to have people with like a lot of compassion in the leadership position who are also aware of these dynamics. Because what I see a lot with the organization I'm a part of is the people who like end up in leadership positions don't necessarily have that compassion and understanding of other LGBT people. They just kind of are like more interested in punishing people for doing bad things instead of like helping them to grow, which makes me really sad. And I mean, part of it is related, not to be toxic, but to the way that people relate to social justice. Where there's a premium on like basically punishing people if they make a mistake instead of like helping those people to grow. But like if you're in a community, that necessarily means you need to kind of like help people grow for that community to be sustainable, because everyone's gonna eventually do something that's a little bit problematic. It's just all about setting up your limits to like what can we do, or like in what situations do we try to help someone grow, and in what situations do we need to actually like enact some punishment. Also, people who are in leadership positions like that for LGBT stuff tend to be people who want to do it for expanding their own social presence, in my experience. and not out of like a genuine love for LGBT people. Like, everyone wants to be like the next gay Martin Luther Gandhi Chavez Jr. 420, and the implications of that are that people are doing it basically to have power and not to like help anyone besides themselves, which is really sad. And that was a hard lesson for me to learn too, and recognize. And again, like the people who would be the people who would be more useful in those positions, the people with like all that compassion that I'm talking about, the thing is that they tend to be also really socially anxious themselves, so they're not going to really go for a leadership position like that, if you know what I mean. So a lot of it's cyclical, but again, I think it can be overcame. It just requires awareness of like what's going on, and honestly to have people in leadership who are doing it to actually help people. Oh yeah, I feel like I could probably explain your college group to you just from what I've heard, and I promise you, there's like I'll be like 80% right. So what's probably happening is your college organization is basically like a social justice education session about LGBT issues, but like without a proper venue for LGBT people to talk about their actual lives outside of like theory, or alternatively outside of like talking about how oppressed gay people are by like law and stuff. Like, I feel like there's probably very little place to like actually like sit down and be like, this is how homophobia affects my life on a day-to-day basis. Also maybe discussions on microaggressions, XD. Tell me if I'm right or not. I'll check in chat in just a bit. So we got through the first level without taking a hit. I'm gonna do Vile Visage next, and we will see how things go. That's actually amazing. Oh shit, son. See, I knew it. I was right. Son, I done seen some things. I know. I would say, actually... Oh, hey, Bryant. What's good? I would say that in a lot of ways, college taught me more about like how to, I don't want to say properly interact with people, but like how to get people to do shit and understanding people more. It was like more of an exercise in compassion and like trying to understand other people. Because I was pretty like really intensely radical when I first started college. And I was like a little, I don't want to say a SJW, but I was like a little bit, honestly a little bit corny. I used to believe in like radical separatism and be like, we need to like take over a country and make it like a gay nation state. And like be fighting straight people in the streets. And then I grew a bit more because I encountered some things and grew as a person. But I think actually really radical politics tend to really appeal to young people, especially if you've had a shitty life when you were younger. Because as you realize how fucked up the world is, it's like, it feels good to have like radical solutions to these problems, because it lets you get your anger out, and then on top of that, it's like, it validates you, because it's like, you realize how fucked up the world is, and then you realize that there are people who are actively like stopping it from being better, and so you want to like, you know, make solutions or think of ways to address that. Also, I'm kind of screaming into my microphone a little bit. I need to chill out a little bit. But I was getting a little bit heated, ma. I feel like we have a lot in common, David. You always are saying that in the comments, that I'm going through or thinking very similar things to you. Alright, let's see what they gotta have in there. No, you don't need to apologize, dude. You're good. Alright. Let's see if we can fuck this dude up. You know what? I took damage and I didn't restart the run. That's what happens when I fucking am talking and playing at the same time. But I guess that's fine. I'm still doing pretty solid. Pro dodging skills. This boss is really more of like a skill check if you can look at the screen while shooting at the same time and like actually dodge shit. Because it's not particularly hard if you're like actively looking at the bullet patterns. Like you just need to give it a little bit of a hop and be dashing back and forth and you're good. This is like, I would say this is like some of the later Mega Man X bosses. This isn't quite like Mega Man Zero style, I think, because Mega Man Zero had some like really fucking hard bosses in it with some pretty intense damage spreads. Okay, Matthew, I can give you some advice. Just message me on Discord. Incidentally, I know Matthew outside of YouTube, so that's why I'm talking so familiarly. It's okay, sweetie. It's totally fine. It's good to share, you know, issues that are going on in your life with the people around you. Just make sure that it's reciprocal and check in on the people around you. In fact, I would argue that's probably why people are friends in a lot of cases. It feels good to have someone in your corner and there to help you work through your feelings. Decidedly, people are very social animals, and it really helps to have people in your life to help you get through things, because I think a lot of the information we get or just in our lives just comes from social stuff, like having our friends remind us that maybe that's a dumb idea, or maybe that you need to not be so harsh on yourself. Alright, I'm going down here, Ma. Oh shit. I'm glad I didn't just drop straight down. I really wish they would stop giving me power shit, because I kind of want to be able to fucking, you know, just one-shot everything using my Buster, because I hate using powers. I feel like I'm gonna, like, watch someone do a run, and they're gonna be like, powers are actually OP, and if you're not fucking using them, you're stupid, but whatever, I'm Ethan Bonreal, and I got my Ethan Bon way of doing things. Noom, noom. Man, I was really hoping there would be, like, an actual fucking item in one of these, but that is A-O-dokie. Alright, what's up with this? Oh shit! Bats. Real platforming hours. Ooh, noom, noom. Okay. And we made it, Ma. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Double charge shot. Woke. Ooh, shit. Oh, goddammit, I took damage like a scrub. Alright, we're gonna jump down, if I can remember the button sequence. There we go. Dodge. And there's something over there right now. There isn't. Alright, let's roll out. We're probably near the boss. This is very similar to Mega Man, and that's intentional, because it is a Mega Man-based game. This is like what Planet Freedom is to Sonic, almost. Incidentally, I kind of want to get the Planet Freedom games once I get some money. Being broke isn't fun, but like, I really, I just well, I don't refuse to work retail again, but I would really prefer to just intensify my job hunt, which is what I've been doing, rather than work retail and have my feet feel crunchy at the end of the day. Which Mega Man games did you play, Matthew, on? Alright, we rollin', boy. Retail does really suck. It is literally the devil. Alright, let's get a few more. Alright, we got it, Ma. This is a pretty easy boss. I think really the key to being, like, doing solid against bosses like this, or like these Mega Man style Capcom bosses, is really like just having good spatial awareness. Because something people tend to do is overwhelm themselves when they're playing against these things and not realize they have set patterns, and that there usually are like pretty blatant safe areas. It's just they get overwhelmed by all the shit that's going on in the screen. Like, essentially, I could just stand on this platform and jump up and down and the boss would never hit me if I really committed to just standing there. Because the boss only moves on the outer edges of the level. That's cool. It's okay to like being a cashier. It's just, it's not my look. I'm really not a fan. Also, I grabbed the wrong prize at the end of that. I'm a little bit tilted. That's fine, though. I think I'm okay with being a cashier. It's just the environment that I cashier in is also really evil. There's a lot of pressure put on me to perform and to get sales, and they track our performance while we're cashiering at my job. And that's very nerve-wracking. It's very, very nerve-wracking. Especially because you get very little training to assist you to doing better. Ooh, shit. With your performance. You basically just figure it out on your own, or you just get reprimanded for it without any real opportunity to learn. Sadly, that's just the general trend with retail now. They used to not really do that, and a lot of the things that I do now I recognize from school and just life that a lot of the roles that cashiers are asked to do now actually used to be jobs that people were paid a commission for. Like signing people up for credit cards and shit. I will say, when my job goes well and I don't have to interact with the management, I like it a lot more. Because that is really my main issue with my job, is I don't like how much pressure is put on me by my managers to perform. In regards to also how little I get paid. It's that combination. If I got paid a lot more, I'd be probably fine with it, but being paid like minimum wage to get yelled at over not signing up an old lady for a credit card is not a look for me. I actually almost quit. Oh, holy shit, son. I almost quit over that credit card shit at my job, but I'm not going to talk about that no more, because part of the reason I'm playing this game is, for one, to get better at it, and also not to tilt the shit out of myself. And talking about my job will tilt me. Which is wild, because I don't even really work that much right now, but I think it's the weight of my previous experience at this job, and the fact also that they're not going to give me hours anymore. Because I had a second job, like I talked about before, so I got my, I asked for reduced hours, but because of that, their revenge was basically refusing to give me hours ever again. Also, I died, Ma. I died real good. Well, we killed 3 bosses. I kind of scrubbed out there. I blame talking about my job. It probably tilted me subconsciously. Here, I'm gonna take a bite out of this burger. There we go. What the fuck should I do now? I guess I'll just keep doing runs. There we go. Sorry, I took my headphones off so you don't hear me chewing. Alright, so our goal is not to get fucking hit. It's an Italy and Matthew on. You should really play the Mega Man Zero games. I don't know, you said you don't really play video games that much anymore though, but I think it's a pretty neat series. And if you like being challenged, it is a very good series to play, because it's just hard. I'm not going to do that puzzle because I don't want to get hit. I think that's what I actually really need to learn to, like... Well, I took damage, that's fine. We're just gonna keep going. But it's a good series if you like to be challenged. And if you like to, well, if you like a little bit of story. The story isn't, like, super, super great, but it's probably the tightest story in the Mega Man series in terms of its coherence. Alright. Platforming hours. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm sad. I wish I could practice that. Again, like I've said in my previous videos, I basically played video games to, like, teach me to self-discipline a little bit, which is why I got into competitive gaming in the beginning. And I always say that I think that competitive gaming can help wayward gays really grow as a person and learn about a lot about yourself, and also just learn to overcome adversity. Because I think a lot of us tend to really shut down when things go bad for us and not want to, like, challenge ourselves to do better at things. As a way of, like, avoiding disappointment and failure, etc, 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 etc. Well, I took about 2 or 3 hits. Honestly, I think that it's very possible for any... Okay, so here's my disclaimer. I use a pretty wide definition of what a competitive game is. So you can play something competitively even if you're not good at it, as long as you try to implement competitive principles. And also are okay with losing sometimes. Like, if you get tilted by losing, like, it's still competitive, but it's not gonna make the experience that enjoyable. But if you intrinsically value your improvement over time, then that is good. That's good and gay. That's very good, and that's very wholesome homosexual lessons to learn. Because again, it's like, if you give up on yourself because things don't go your way, then that is anti-competitive. And that is also something that I think, again, a lot of gays struggle with. So what I'm saying is that... Actually, also, to be real, I'm gonna pause what I was saying. It is really easy to be better than other people at Super Smash Bros. Because a lot of people are really terrible at it. And I recognize this more and more every time I play it. Especially after not playing it for, like, years at a time. I'll go back to playing Super Smash Bros. And someone will be like, I'm a fucking Smash God, son. And I'll just be like, okay, sure, sport. And I'll, like, play after not playing for, like, 2 years and just, like, obliterate the shit out of them. But likewise, it's like, if you are willing to put the dedication into just learning, like, the fundamentals of Super Smash Bros., I promise you, you will be, like, thousands of leagues ahead of most people who play the game. I actually got into competitive Pokemon when I was in, like, fucking, early high school. I really loved competitive Pokemon, before it was cool, XD. Because again, I just loved, I love competitive gaming. Really, I just love it. Even though I'm not very good at a lot of games, my skill set is pretty narrow. But I'm tilted. But that's partly because I've just grown up. And I don't have... I was actually about to tell y'all, like, a ball-headed lie and say that it's because I don't have time. But in reality, I do fucking have time. I'm, like, streaming right now, aren't I? And it's not like I work 40-plus hours a week. I mean, I'm basically just playing other games, but it's like, it takes a lot of dedication to get good at a competitive game. To a level to be able to compete competitively. Like, you can still be competitive without competing, necessarily, but or like competing aggressively. But like to compete and like actively be trying to like rank yourself against other people, that does take a lot of work. But honestly, David, I mean, I can't tell you how to feel, but I would hope that eventually you would pursue at least dipping your fingers in the technical aspect of competition, because I think it's something that just can teach us a lot about a lot of shit. I'm tilted. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Holy shit, that was really far away. Not to be toxic, but I recommend anyone who plays video games regularly, like, if you like video games, please stop buying consoles and just get, like, a fucking PC. Like, if you have the money for it, I promise you the money you would save getting a better gaming computer will save you just a lot of grief in the long run. The only exception to that is if you, like, play Nintendo games exclusively. So if you play Nintendo games exclusively, then there's probably no reason to do that, but it's like you just miss out on so much not PC gaming. I'm tilted. That's also like a big point of division for me, because gays fucking love console gaming so much, and I'm not about it. Like, actually, I'm a risk being a little bit toxic, but sometimes when I'm in Grindr and someone's like, oh shit, bro, you play games too? And they start messaging me about it, and they're like, damn, dude, what system you got? And I'm just already like, this person might be a little bit of a peasant. And probably, honestly, has some really weak ding-dong, honestly. See, the thing is you don't necessarily have to be in competitions. You just have to actively be looking up, like, what the state of the game is from outside sources. That's what a metagame is. It's taking outside knowledge of the game and applying it to the game to improve your performance. As long as you're looking for ways to improve your performance and you're actively and methodically doing it, you are being competitive to some capacity. Also, I feel like my console peasant comment probably made one of my viewers leave, because y'all left like right around the time that actually was said. So that's pretty funny. Oh shit, I got crunched. I'm not really doing really well right now. In reality, I kind of subconsciously recognize that streaming is not like the best way to practice this game, because I just love to talk so fucking much. But, I mean, whatever. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm getting something out of it. It's just not the most efficient way for this to go. Oh shit. There we go. Alright, I'm sitting up straight. I would say discipline is probably like the hardest part of getting good at a fighting game, because I think a lot of people get really impatient. It's very easy to want to button mash when you play fighting games when you're starting out and you're still learning how to play, but you really have to really fight against that impulse to like button mash, because it really holds you back so much when you're learning to play. Although I will say also, people who play Super Smash Bros. Tend to be like really, really phenomenally like ultra mega queenie. Even when they're straight. Like, nerd drama is so wild. That's fair. It's okay. Like, you don't have to appease Ethan Bondreal's sensibilities, but my deal is that, like, if you know you're buying multiple consoles and you use a computer anyway, I think that a PC can generate more happiness for you if finances are not necessarily what are limiting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have the money to do it, I think pound for pound a computer is more enjoyable. And it's like you can play like a lot of PS4 and Xbox games on a PC, which is, I guess, my main thing is like if you're just playing like fucking Skyrim or whatever, like you can basically play that on every console, but you can also play it on PC. And there are just so many games that you can play on your computer. And also they're a good bit cheaper too. That's the other deal, is like you make your money back not spending $40 or, well, really like $60 per game now. I used to play a lot of League, holy shit. Oh my gosh. No damage. Let's try it. There we go. I think League is also a good way to like help yourself mature, because it really, like, if you can learn to not get tilted by stupid shit, that is like a powerful a powerful life skill. And League is like a really good arena for like honing that skill. I'm not gonna say like I'm untiltable, but I feel like I'm actually usually pretty chill when I play games. And I tend to be, or at least I try to be pretty forgiving. Because, like, sometimes I see other people play games, and it's like, they'll get into an argument with someone and be like, okay, I guess it's time to, like, punish everyone in this game by trolling because I'm mad at one person. Or, like, they'll just spend all their time arguing with someone in chat over stupid shit instead of just muting them. Oh my god. I scrubbed out really bad. Yeah, these runs are fucking shitty as hell, dude. What the fuck? Should I switch games, incidentally? I mean, people tend to just rage at supports, honestly. Myself included. Because I have a very strong bias against support mains, because I used to be one. I also talked about it in a video how support tends to have a lot of gay appeal, but I think it's something like, man, I don't want to be an asshole, but I think that loving being a support main is something that you can grow out of when you are willing to be like more of a assertive person. Like, I'm not saying they're incompatible, like there are plenty of supportive or assertive support mains, but I think that it's like that rush to the bottom stuff I was talking about, where you want to be the one who doesn't have the pressure of making all the decisions and stuff, and you want to feel useful at the same time. But like when you get more confident in your ability to lead and take the initiative, you necessarily don't want other people's praise as much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you want to be needed by someone, but you don't want the pressure of like being the one making decisions, if that makes sense. That's like the whole essence behind that race to the bottom thing I was talking about with gay relationships, where people, like, both people want to be the bottom because neither of them want to take initiative in the relationship, and they don't want to be the one having to make all the decisions. They just want to be taken care of. And that's not 100% the same thing, but And the reason why I talk about this in the first place is because I used to be a support main for that reason, until like my third eye opened basically, and I just started kind of rejecting that because it's like I'll do it and I enjoy supporting someone I'm close to, but now it's more like I could just do all the things I do as a support as like a DPS or a tank, and then also do more, because I trust in my ability to be able to just handle a lot of different situations. I mean, that's valid, the thing about power bottoms, but I think it's more like, it's not necessarily specifically about the sexual dynamic so much as like the emotional one of being the one who is not taking the initiative in the relationship or making the decisions. And again, the reason why I say this shit about support is because, like, it's very familiar to me because that's how I felt for a long time. And it's like, I just, like, looking back at my growth, I realize things that like, the reasons why I gravitated towards certain things in video games. And also I just see patterns, like I just see a lot of gays like really avoiding playing competitive games, but also like if they do something quasi-competitive, they want to be a support in it. And I strongly believe it's because people are afraid of being disappointing and they don't want to deal with all that pressure, but they also still want to be needed by other people. And granted, that's not 100% of everyone, but it's just a theme that I've noticed. And also a theme that I experienced. Like I said, I used to almost exclusively play healers in World of Warcraft. And the reason for that was that I didn't feel confident enough in myself to like basically be a DPS and take that role and believe that I could like carry through it. And also I just wanted people to I wanted people to, you know, kind of need me, which is honestly a little bit, in retrospect, a little bit toxic. Because it's like, it's almost like toxic dependency in some ways. Okay, good lord, sorry. My mouth my mouth hurts a little bit. I've been talking in this stream for almost an hour straight with taking like almost no breaks. But I guess that's just my my style. I'm a pretty vocal streamer. It's up to you, dude. Like whatever you feel comfortable doing, but I will say it's good to try to push your you know, push your well, I don't want to say push your boundaries, but like push the edges of your bubble and try to see if you can expand what you do. Yeah, it is very fun to play assassins or thieves. Because you know what, the best support in the world to your team is just killing the enemy players so that they can't kill your teammates, and I very strongly believe that. You don't need to protect someone from damage if you can just flat out kill them. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Can you play a healer in ESO? Like, just flat out, straight up healer, and like actually be able to... Oh, ESO, I thought you meant like Skyrim. My bad, I'm racist. I actually have ESO, and I think it's pretty cool, but I could never consistently find anyone to play with me. And I actually don't like Elder Scrolls lore that much, so it had that working against it for me. Also, like, my other deal with support is I don't like relying on my teammates to not be terrible. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, as a support, it's very hard to carry. And I get very frustrated watching people with bad micro play. Like, if I was at, like, upper echelons of a game, I have no problem supporting, because it does feel really good to support and support well. But, like, if I'm playing with someone and they very clearly, like, have to stop and look at their keyboard every time they move to use their abilities, then I'm just gonna not really be feeling supporting. Because supporting does take a lot of skill. It's actually one of the hardest roles in the game, incidentally. But my deal is more for the reason why people play support, rather than, like, an actual commentary on the role itself not being hard. I'm scrubbing out, ma. Also, I'm yelling again. I need to chill out with how loud I am. The thing is I have noise-canceling headphones on, so I have trouble telling how loud I'm actually talking into my microphone. Or just in general. These are pretty good suckers, too. Maybe one day I'll make this jump. Well, that's because I have my, like, stream volume down, so I'm not too loud. But, like, I can hear myself out of my right ear, and I am kind of loud. And I'm sure my dad can actually probably hear me from his room, XD. If you get Secrets of Grindia, I'll play that with you, and we will enjoy the elements of a game that has some competitive aspects to it. I don't know if you would like Heroes of Hammerwatch or not, but I think Secrets of Grindia would be a very good game for us to play. We could also play, what's it called? Divinity Original Sin. I think that would be very fun for us to play together. It's a very hard game. It's also just very fun. It's very wacky. There's a lot going on in it. Oh shit. Incidentally, if you were wondering, I am really, really bad at Overwatch, because I just don't have the patience to try to get good at an FPS, because I've just never been good at them. And it just takes so much work to catch up with such, like, an aggressive meta. I did get pretty solid for a while, though, because I actually actively practiced my aiming, like, every day for, like, 3 weeks. And I got pretty solid. And I'll say my aiming's pretty solid, or it was pretty solid for a good while, but I had some life things happen, and so I kind of gave up on that. Also, Overwatch annoys me because the people who play it tend to be a little bit dweeby sometimes. And it's annoying dealing with people who nerd rage a lot, basically. Well, I'm probably gonna die because I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. Should I play some Divinity Original Sin? I don't know. I don't know if that's a fun game to watch someone play, if you're not actually in the game. Actually, another Let's Player that's gay that I saw is playing Divinity Original Sin. I need to watch their playthrough. I have never played Last of Us or Dark Souls. I can't play Last of Us because this is some deep Bonreal lore for my longtime fans, but I am actually, like, legitimately extremely afraid of zombies, and I have, like, a legit phobia of zombies. And so I can't play that, although I do find the main character extremely, extremely, extremely attractive. And for Dark Souls, I'm interested in trying that. One of my, I don't know what to call him. I don't want to say former friend, but This guy that I used. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this? Can I walk through here? I can. Okay. What the fuck? Ah! Holy shit! I didn't know what that was. I'm tilted. I'm screaming, ma. What the fuck? I kind of feel like playing Risk of Rain, honestly. I've been playing this game for a while. It's been over an hour. I don't know how y'all feel about Risk of Rain, because I never do particularly well at it when I... Oh shit, son. Playing. Hold on, I'm gonna switch games in just a second here. But Risk of Rain's what you're getting, because that's what I'm in the mood for. Also, it'll let me charge my phone, because I need to unplug this controller and give my charger its cord back. Alright, we about to switch screens. Actually, I might just munch and talk to y'all for a little bit, because I'm really hungry, and these fries have been sitting in front of me for a while. Honestly, I feel like I shoot out lesbians. Like, I can tell that any girls I have just are gonna be lesbians if I ever get someone pregnant. Oh, where the fuck is the, there we go, Ma. Found it. Alright, we're switching. Did it work? No. Oh, there we go. I got it, Ma. We did it. Fashion. Alright, so we're going to try to play an Acrid again. I'm going to unplug my controller and plug in my phone. Incidentally, I might also do the Final Fantasy 15 DLC, like, through a stream. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. Also, it's fucking hot in this room. Good lord. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to contemplate on that for a while. It's gonna be a while before I do the DLC, though. Oh, hey, my game crashed. What the fuck? Well, we gotta try that again. Where is my Risk of Rain button? There we go. Let's try that again. Holy shit, these fries are crunchy as hell, son. I don't know if y'all just want to hear... Like, I could play music in the background, but I don't know if y'all are going to appreciate the kind of things I'm into. I could do it lightly, though. That'd make the stream a little bit more festive, right? I have to fuck around with it a bit. Holy shit. Oh, man. My job has strawberry cookies now, and they are so flippin' good. I'm a little annoyed they're so good, though. Whenever an item on our menu gets popular with the employees, it actually will, like, eventually go off the menu, because the store loses money off of us buying shit, because we get our employee discount. And so it makes it look like in the computer systems that it's not selling well, because it's making less money than it normally would. Yeah, Matthew on's right, actually. Music actually was like a really big point of contention for me in college, because I remember I'm just listening to like basically just like really black music when I started college, and just having people say really rude shit about it, and that always tilted the shit out of me. And I would have like twinks in my fucking car like change my music for me, and that made me so mad. It's like, I don't like people just like exerting control over me like that. And I would prefer they ask me instead of just like doing it and deciding that they could control my ethnic music. Actually, I cannot twerk at all. Actually, because my back hurts really bad. I don't have a good back. And part of it is also because I actually used to love to dance, and I used to love to move, and I used to love to do all sorts of shit in public. But I had a tragic dancing accident that made me swear off doing it forever. And that might sound a little bit dramatic, but I was bullied by this guy when I was in middle school, and he was essentially bullying me because I was a big old homosexual, and also because he thought I acted white XD. But in reality, I was just like really shy because I was afraid of people, and he basically humiliated me in public, and that just made me never want to really do something like that. Oh shit. This was while I lived in Georgia, incidentally. Georgia was really interesting for me because it was an experience in being around other Southern Black people a lot, and that was really hype as hell. But like, I also had to deal with stupid shit a lot because people love homophobia and just love specifically oppressing me. Basically, because I love my life. Like, um, David pointed out that I tend to really aggressively be myself. I'm paraphrasing. But the consequence of that is also you're just like constantly in conflict with people over it, and it's very frustrating sometimes to deal with that, because it's like when you're really yourself, people know what you are and they can decide that they have a problem with it. I do kind of miss Georgia though. I miss being around a lot of black people. I don't miss the mosquitoes and I don't miss the humidity, but I think that was, for a while, that was the happiest I was in my life for a little bit. The other happiest time that I had was when I first started college and I was around almost exclusively black gay people. That was pretty amazing. I was around so many fucking lesbians too. It was pretty great. But my heart sleeps in San Antonio. It's where my, not to be corny, but all the boys I've ever loved have been here, and I think it's gonna stay that way. Unfortunately, though, it's really hard dating while being black in San Antonio. And it's always wild. It always trips me out, like how your dating experience just really varies with where you live, because it's very here because this city is extremely segregated, and there are not a lot of black people in the total population, despite this not being like a white majority city. That basically people don't have like experiences or contact with black people, and so it's kind of like you just kind of don't exist in people's minds. And it also creates a situation where like black gay people are like fighting with each other over attention, basically, and I really hate that shit so much. It's very frustrating. I really hate when um, basically people of my race are fighting. I mean, I already hate when gay people fight over dong, but there's an extra level to it when it's another black person also. We're gonna grind a little bit more, and then I'm gonna start the thing. I don't know if I want to become celibate, honestly. I think that tends to be one of the, like, one of the hardest points of growth, like, being a gay person. Like, growing up, like, really negotiating your relationship with sex and then realizing that you don't necessarily have complete control over that relationship. Because, like, people will perceive you sexually kind of no matter what you want. Which is just, like, realizing that was, like, such a fucking whoa moment for me. I was like, holy shit, like, people are analyzing me based off of like my sexual utility, regardless of what like I'm actually interested in. Well then, I'm taking a lot of damage. We might die. 50-50 chance. We will see. Oh shit. There we go. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to set up my mushrooms. Holy shit. There we go. Let me go up here. Is there anything up at the very top? No, there's not. Alright, let's see if I can get these mushrooms out. I forgot what your car situation was. Did your car stop working, or...? Oh, okay, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, that was very scary. I was very worried for you. I honestly don't know if I could live anywhere that's not like the South, to be real. Because that's where I've lived my entire life, and that's just like what I know how to navigate. Alright, I'm gonna heal up a little bit here. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, I'm stretching. Ooh. Ooh, okay, there we go. We're good. I don't know if y'all could hear my neck cracking, but that was a good ass neck crack. You're really supposed to play Acrid using hit and run tactics, but in practice it tends to be kind of hard to do that because of how enemies teleport all the time. Also, I grabbed the wrong item. I'm sad face. Oh well, you just gotta deal. It's not like that's a necessarily terrible item. Yeah, this is a reasonable item spread we got here. So I'm gonna grab an infusion because that's almost like necessary to do well with Acrid, and I'm gonna grab the soul jar. That's actually a very, very good item consistently. And then we just gotta kill these last two enemies. There we go, we got it. What's it like in the area you live? I kind of feel weird about where I live a little bit. Because like I said, I lived in the city most of my younger life. And like being in like a hardcore suburb, like seeing the makeup of it is like really weird. Like it's really weird going from a situation where you interact with people who are like all of one race or all of your race, and then you go to a situation where like you end up being the minority. Because I lived around mostly Black and Latino people growing up, and like, I mean, of course there were white people, but there weren't like as many. But like moving here, it's like I didn't realize there were so many white people in San Antonio. Honestly, a little bit. That's interesting. That's double interesting. Do people pick on you because they think you're bougie? Okay, this run's going kind of solid. I kind of want to activate the teleporter a bit early here. Oh, okay. I mean, sometimes people will read that, like, not talking to other people as being bougie, because they'll think you think you're too good to talk to other people. People can be really petty over shit like that. Actually, a girl that, well, a woman, pardon me, a woman that I worked with at my previous job was being bullied by the older women, basically because she didn't like, they had like an office get together for like birthday stuff, and she didn't really want to participate in it because that's just not our thing, and they just got so mortally devastated by that, and they basically just started bullying her over it and just saying all sorts of mean shit about it because they thought she was stuck up. Oh, hey, well, I mean, when I say these things, I say them from experience, so it doesn't surprise me that someone else said that, but it does hurt my feelings for you a little bit because it's like, that's mean, and people are being really mean for no reason, basically. Because their own insecurities, really. We're gonna have to heal here. God damn it. Those things are so fucking annoying. This might be the end of Ethan Bond Reel. We're gonna have to fucking peace out. Alright, let's see if we're good here. Yeah, we're good. Oh, god damn it, I got hit by a fucking missile. That's fine though. Alright, let's go ahead and clear this top level and get rid of all this shit. And then we really do need to look for the teleporter soon, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna activate that. There we go. I'm gonna get another monster tooth too. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Oh! Oh, please. Please, Mom. I just want to live. Alright, we're gonna go back on this thing again. That's one of the ways that you get, like, kind of shoved in, like, really weird directions when you're gay. Because it's like, you learn not to talk a lot so people don't fuck with you. But at the same time, people get mad because you're not talking to them. And they get really threatened by that. And so, it's like, what the fuck are you really supposed to do? You know what I mean? And the answer is, actually, you're not supposed to do anything. They just kind of want you to suffer and shut up about it, XD. Oh, okay, you're heading out, Matthew? Matthew on, sorry. There we go, get fucked, nerds. I keep saying I need to go down and look for the teleporter, but it's so enticing to kill all this shit. Oh, please. I don't want to die. Okay, I need to heal. I need to heal. I need to heal. Oh my god, please. Please. Okay, we made it. Holy shit. It was intense, y'all. Almost got my feelings hurt really bad. Okay, we're gonna go back up there. Actually, no, we should. Well, we should, because there's a fucking chest I need to open up there. Let's do it. Oh, there we go. Got it. This is the true essence of the game. Just like being in a giant crowd of shit and murdering all of it. Although I'm starting to take a lot of damage now, I probably need to roll down again. Yeah. Well, we got several chests out of that. Whew. Cool, Laurel. These french fries are really fucking crunchy. I don't know what proper streamer etiquette is on eating, but if any of y'all are getting like upset by me crunching into my mic, just say something and I'll like take my mic off when I take a bite or something. I don't know, or maybe mute it for a second. There we go. Okay, got another one of those, and another one. And we're gonna use that and go ahead and jump back down here. Whew. Man. I'm also a little bit sore, like I said, from work. I was gonna go to a job fair tomorrow, but like I'm looking at the jobs that are gonna be there, or like the businesses that are gonna be there recruiting, and I'm not like particularly interested in them. Like, if I wanted a shitty job, I could just stay at my shitty job that I currently have, you know what I'm saying? Instead of kind of just looking for a new shitty job just for the— oh my fucking gay guy. Okay, we're good. Fuck off. We're good. Okay. I was a little afraid from— oh! Suck my clit, nerd. Holy shit. Whatever. We're good. That was annoying, though. I forgot that those things could reach me from there. They just lined up that shot and obliterated the shit out of me. I think I'll try a different character this time. I'm gonna do the sniper. I haven't done him in a while. I actually really hate personality exams in jobs because they're really— it's really cringy, honestly. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it tends to be really embarrassing to like do them because it's like they're so heavy-handed, like with what they're trying to like observe. They're basically like, are you willing to like live and die for this company, or are you willing to like sacrifice your own life for our profit? It's so ugly. Yeah, I don't think they're accurate at all because they don't recognize or want to acknowledge like the reasons why people are fucking applying for jobs. Like, people aren't doing most of the jobs they have because they have like a rapturous love of the company they're with. It's more because they need fucking money. And honestly, I would say what they actually function to do is kind of try to like enculturate people into the company's values rather than actually measure like what you are. They're basically trying to make you into something rather than measure what you actually are, if that makes sense. Like, when they're saying, do you consider yourself a go-getter, what they're really doing is like letting you know that you need to be a go-getter to work here, if that makes sense. I'm the jellyfish. Hey, I got another person watching the stream. I also need to check my vid stats on my most recent video. I posted it on Reddit, and usually when I post shit on Reddit, like I've said before, it gets a lot of downvotes. And it's either usually like 50-50 or like 40% upvoted. And I wish I knew the exact reason why. I think part of it is just like, again, like I say this every fucking video, but— or every fucking stream, but like if it doesn't have hot guys in it, a lot of people are just like not interested at all. And they really just have no interest in engaging with anything that does not like involve that. There we go. Like, that's why, like, on the gamer subreddit, there'll be, like, Luigi with, like, a plunger up his booty hole as, like, the most upvoted pick, and then someone will ask, like, an actual gay question or, like, have commentary on gay life, and it'll have, like, just no upvotes at all. Hey, Zebra Cakes. I don't want— I mean, I guess I could explain what Reddit is, but it's basically like a forum. Oh, hey Stu, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hello. Cuz like, not to be toxic, I think I'm reasonably funny, and like I look at like other let's players and I look at their commentary and like the stuff they do, and I'm like, man, this is a little bit not, like, I feel like I make something of at least comparable or better quality. But again, it's real hard to make shit for gay audiences because they really tend to only respond to dong. TBH. Let's go ahead and get the mirror. Actually, no, that's stupid. We're gonna still get the ghost thing. When I see the metal bussy, my hand goes straight to the upvote. Also, I like that right now on the gamer subreddit, like the bolded main topic is don't post your fucking selfies here, you dumb you're dumb blankety blanks, you dumb homophobic slurs. Because that is very real. Like, it's very hard to like go into like a gay game or anything and not just be bombarded by selfies. Yeah, I know what you mean, David. Like, I really struggle. Well, not struggle. I really try to make it a point not to sound like I'm too scripted, even though I do use, like, notes for my videos. I feel like I have a pretty good flow with my commentary, and it's not like me just, like, writing a joke down and being like, let me figure out how to fucking insert this in my video. I love it when you post your selfies. Well, it's different. It's because it's like when you look at like a gay gamer thing and like all you see is like guys with beards with like PS4 controllers sticking out of their assholes. It's like sometimes I want to, hear stuff about like being a gay person instead of just like the sexual aspect of being gay, you know what I'm saying? But like a lot of people really struggle with that. I actually was talking to someone about that earlier, um, about that in regards to the LGBT group that I was in, because they were basically saying that it's like it's really hard to know what direction to take LGBT stuff because it's like we already have all our rights basically, and like what else is there really to do? And I was like, well, that's not, for one, that's actually not true, and then two, it's like I think a lot of us, have like a lot of stuff to work on as people, and that a lot of us grew up very sad and lonely, and we're looking for community, and that's something valuable in itself. And that, being around other gay people without sex as being the medium is very important because it teaches us to see each other as people instead of just like dicks or wieners, or dicks or buttholes, rather. Mood. Oh my god. Oh, I could kite. What the fuck am I doing? I forgot what character I was playing for a second. I'm embarrassed. Well, I'm working on dying, ma. Also, I have gotten, like, no fucking drops, son. What the shit is this? Yeah, I'm dead. That's embarrassing. Wah, wah. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I know I already switched games, like, once within the past, actually, it's been already 30 minutes, holy shit, within the past hour, but I'm gonna fucking switch to Secrets of Grandia. Yeah, I am gonna do the entirety of Final Fantasy 15. I'm thinking of doing the DLC in, like, a live stream, and also be nice to each other. Anyway, I plan on doing it in a live stream. Just because I think it'll be interesting to do it that way, and also I won't have to, like, worry about coming up with topics and shit. Because the DLC, the first DLC is pretty short, but it's going to be gameplay intensive. And I don't want to have to worry about microing talking about something gay while I'm doing that. But anyway, I'm getting Secrets of Grandia ready because I'm kind of tired of Risk of Rain already. I'm a little bit tilted. I died. So, we're going to do it, son. Actually, should I do Secrets of Grandia or Heroes of... I'm gonna do Heroes of Hammerwatch. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Heroes of Hammerwatch. There we go, I found it. Holy shit, it is delicious. I just love In-N-Out French fries. Alright, we switched games. I'm gonna take another drink of this. And, I'm gonna think about what I need to do here. Alright, so we are going to give the fountain some shit. Something happened, something happened, something happened. That's a lot of something, and something happened. Okay, well, we got quad somethings. Next, we're gonna see what's in the shop waiting for us. And there we go, we're good to go. Okay, so should probably get the monster pamphlet. Yeah, I could definitely collaborate with some other LPers. My only issue is that I talk a lot and a lot of other people don't, and I don't. We would have to have like the right vibe, I think, for that to work out well, if that makes sense. Where they could deal with me basically just talking about my personal life a lot. I would be willing to do the DLC multiple times. We'll see. It really just depends on how things are going with the main LP once I actually, like, get to the DLC content. Because, again, the DLC content takes place chronologically during certain parts of the story, and I'm a long way off of even being at the first DLC. I mean, yeah, we could play games together, honestly. It's very interesting playing with other people. As long as you aren't a fucking rager, please don't, like, please don't nerd rage. You're gonna hurt my feelings. Because that really sours my opinion of people when they are chronic nerd ragers, like I've said before. Also, why the fuck is my stream health so low? Bad video output. What's the stream quality like on y'all's end? If I might ask, please. I don't even know what game I'd collab. I think Secrets of Grandia would be my best bet, because that game is really fun to play with other people, and I just enjoy it a lot. Yeah, I'm planning on doing them chronologically. Like, when I get to episode Gladius, I'm gonna... or Gladiolus. There we go. I'm gonna do that when I get to the part of the story it's in, because that's the first DLC. I think that happens in like chapter 5 or 6, and I'm on chapter 2 right now. Secrets of Grandia Arcade is really good. I really love that they're consistently upgrading the game, and that's actually why I like 20XX a lot too, because there's just constantly updates for it, and they've really shown that they're not giving up on supporting that game. I'm fucked up, son. I'm mad. I wish it wasn't fucking lagging. I don't know what to do basically here, so I'm just gonna keep playing and hope it fixes itself, because it was doing this earlier too. It might be that my mom is like downloading ultra porn. Right now I'm doing this run to make money, because I'm a little bit broke in my town, so I'm gonna try to be actually just dumping all of my money down the chutes when I see them. Incidentally, what tricked me into liking Final Fantasy 15 was actually Final Fantasy Record Keeper, because they were having a Final Fantasy 15 event like when I first started playing Final Fantasy Record Keeper, and I got so fucking furious that it made me like that game, because I was like actually really adamantly against Final Fantasy 15 at first. I was like just 0% interested in it, but like I saw little pieces of the story from the events they had in Final Fantasy Record Keeper. and it just made me curious. Also, I saw what the characters look like, and I started like looking at the cutscenes and like watching or listening to the voice clips, and I was like, oh, they really love each other. That's so cute. Because like I said, I'm really a sucker for male bonding, honestly. Because it was very elusive for me. I think being someone who had like very negative interactions with men growing up makes it so that seeing men interact peacefully is like very almost therapeutic for me. I don't know therapeutic, but it just puts a smile on my face, XD. I actually can't remember who Ariana Grande is off the top of my head. That's the short one, right? I actually confused her and Lorde constantly for a long time. I thought that Ariana Grande was the one who sung Royals until like 2 or 3 years ago. I also know like almost nothing about pop culture outside of like early 2000s pop culture. Because it really just does not particularly interest me. And I have a very narrow selection of music and stuff that I'm really into. Not to be a hipster, XD. Alright, we doing it. So... I forgot, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles came out on GameCube, right? There are a lot of like really good GameCube era games that I'm so sad don't have like online capabilities, because that wasn't really a thing with the GameCube. Like, I know it technically could, but just so few games had support for that. I'm sorry, did I hurt someone's feelings because I don't know who Ariana Grande is? Incidentally, my mom fucking loves the shit out of her. And when Dangerous Woman came out, I would just wake up every Saturday morning and my mom would be listening to that song, and it made me want to scream. Because it's like, she just would just be listening to it, and she would like turn on the surround sound to listen to it, so it'd basically like be reverberating through the entire house. But my mom's also just very like that. My mom and I have very similar personalities, in my opinion. I'm a pretty good cross-section of both of my parents' personalities, but my mom is a gigantic troll, and she just is, I don't want to say she's a lot, because that's not necessarily true, but she just is a very strong-willed person. My favorite GameCube era game is actually Beautiful Joe Red Hot Rumble, probably. As far as multiplayer goes, because that game, like, I don't know why people hate on it so much, but I promise you, Bryant, sorry, I gotta pause, but I promise you, Bryant, that Sombra will not, like, actually really die, like, at least permanently, because they already made merchandise for her, and they can't, like, strike her off. They can't basically delete all that merchandise for the gag of it all. Like, they gotta keep her. They already put all that money in designing her and stuff. They're not gonna get rid of her that way. But also, I could see them doing what they did in League, where they temporarily disable her, like, as part of an event. And then, like, when she comes back, she gets, like, a free skin or something to compensate for people getting tilted by not being able to play her. Oh, you know what? I didn't go to that shop earlier. I'm annoyed. Oh well, that's fine. Oh yeah, is the stream lagging? The, Beautiful Joe series is actually one of my favorite, set of games, incidentally. The gameplay in it is really tight, and you really can grow with the game. Like, the better you get at the game, the further you can go, basically, because they have all those fucking difficulty settings, and it's really fun. And it's really hard, it's really challenging. And again, it kind of touches on those competitive elements that I like in games. Part of me wants to link this stream on Reddit, just because I'm starting to get a good amount of y'all in here regularly, and I want to grow this stream, but I don't know. I've already linked my stream once in the past week, and there's a moderator, so you're getting a little bit of tea. There's a moderator on this gamer subreddit who told one of my friends, who's also like a gay Let's Player, not to post their videos on there anymore. Because they were spam, apparently, and so I'm suspicious, basically, that my content, if I post too much of it, is going to be treated like spam. Because it doesn't involve Luigi with a plunger in his butthole, basically. But we'll see, it could just be that one person, because that's what I was telling him. I think it hurt his feelings really bad, though, which makes me sad. That's valid, and I do understand that they don't like self-promotion, but it's like they're saying they want gay content, but like it's just bad memes and like porn. You know what I'm saying? And so like the only way to get gay content is to make it, and they even have that marked on, like, well, not marked, but they have that in the description. They're like, you know, if you want to see something, why don't you just create it? But I do understand. I understand that it's kind of annoying to have people just, like, drop their content on a subreddit, but it's like, gay people who create content, like, the only way for you to see content is, like, for gay people to create it, because there aren't that many of us, and so, like, if someone's making stuff actually about gay video games that's not, like, a shitpost, like, why be opposed to it, you know what I'm saying? Oh well. Anyway, I need to find the button. Where verstehen Sie? Oh. Ugh. Nope, that's not it. Oh, it's right over there. I just looked right past it. Oh, it's fucking stuck. I'm tilted, ma. What the fuck is this shit, son? I don't know why this is happening to me. I did get something happen like 4 or 5 times in a row, so there's a possibility that it's just gonna be random shit all throughout this run. Oh well, I'm fine with that, honestly. I am kind of sad we have to leave that treasure chest behind, though. Well, actually, I don't have the right key for it anyway. I don't have any bronze keys left. We're gonna go ahead and just roll out this piece and move forward with our lives. I also would like to see another shoot, because I want to make sure I don't greed out and just hold on to all this money and spend it, instead of actually sending it back to my town. Because it's very easy to want to do that. Lesser Sphere. Oh, there are bats coming, aren't there? Yep. Lesser Sphere of Mana. Let's see what else was in there. Scarab of Protection. That's Buki. Rapier of Retaliation. I kind of like that one, but I enjoy having Combo Nova on this character, so that's going to be the only thing I buy. I don't know. That sounds like, where did you hear this from, Bryant? That sounds a little bit fake. I don't know if I can really believe they're gonna just, like, I don't know, because, like, when I imagine them uploading Sombra's consciousness into a supercomputer, I imagine, like, a big-ass, like, 90s computer with, like, wheels on it, just kind of moving around. Like, I imagine her looking like Metaton with a wig on, XD. Que onda? Alright, so I should probably see if the button works. Nope, it's still stuck. So I think if it's stuck on one floor, it's going to be stuck on all of them. That's something I was actually always curious about, because I didn't get something bad happened as my description for the fountain buff. So I didn't know if it was going to just, like, randomly make them work or not work. Incidentally, I like Mettaton a lot. I thought that was a really cool character in Undertale. I think I've said this before, but I used to hang out on the same forums as Toby Fox for a good while, because he used to hang out on these Earthbound forums called starman.net. And he made an Earthbound hack that was a little bit cringy, and you can still see it on YouTube, that I recommend looking up. I think it's the Earthbound Halloween hack 2013 or something. But we'll see. I could always be wrong, incidentally. Because, I mean, Blizzard could be really ballsy with that. I think it's gonna be like the Gangplank event in League, where they, like, temporarily got rid of him, and then he just comes back as normal, but, like, with a new skin that people get for participating in the event. But we'll see. I'd be sad if Sombra died, because I feel like someone in Talon would betray her. I could see her just, like, pissing off Moira, and Moira just, like, murdering her. Oh, good night, David. Oh, not you. Good night, Matthew on. It was nice having you. I really appreciate you sticking around so long. It's been, like, fucking 2 hours. Hey, WG. What's good? What's good? Is that what your name stands for, XD? I actually think I am gonna post this on Reddit in a little bit. I'm gonna have to pause what I'm doing for just a bit here. I want to grow my momentum here. Holy shit, these fucking... Holy shit. These fucking procs, son. You just saw that, right? All the fucking bounces. That was pretty intense. My job actually forced me to learn a little bit about pop culture, because I see a lot of twinks just asking for, like, artists that, like, I hear about on the internet, but I never knew, like, what they were actually about, and I'm like, man, this person sure does have a neat album cover. I wonder if that's what's enticing people, or if they just really love these artists. Here, hold on. I'm gonna link it right now. Actually, let's do it. Maybe one day when I get chat mods, I'll just have, like, the mods link my stream for me. Although I feel like people would get fucking pissed off if that happened regularly. I try to keep it at a limit of, like, uploading or posting something on Reddit, like, once every week, and usually, like, every other week, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. Because it's like, I gotta find the homosexuals. I gotta root them out and get them get them into my fucking viewer base. I'm trying to grow my brand. You know what? Did I walk right past that hidden room? I think I did. I need to go back up towards the top. Hold on. Heroes of... Oh, hey, I got a message. Question mark? I don't know what that comment on my video means. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna fucking link this shit now. Also, I should probably change the title of the stream. Heroes of Hammerwatch Ultra Gay Time. And finally, there we go. Sorry about the wait, by the way. Almost done. Okay, let's do it. We're posting it. Oh, shit. There we go, we did it. Alright, sorry about the wait, y'all. We are good to go. Anyway. What the fuck was I doing? We're murdering these plants. It's really amazing how much easier this game is once you have some levels. Because I really used to struggle with that type of trap room, but now it's pretty solid. It's pretty easy to get through that because I just fucking meat grinder it. And oh, you know what? I need to move my screen so I can see chat. There we go. Who's my favorite character from WoW? Actually, Gul'dan is my favorite character, and if you watched every single one of my videos, you would know that, because I promised you I have mentioned it before, but I just see Gul'dan as being gay because he's really evil, and that's a little bit problematic to say, but also, I mean, mood. I really think that he is a very wrathful homosexual who takes out his anger by just having really theatrical displays and fits of evil rage. Other than that, I think Tyrande is my favorite character, because she's just a gay icon, honestly. She's fashion. And, I kind of like Sylvanas. Like, I flip-flop on liking her. Sometimes I really like her, sometimes I don't. I used to like Vol'jin a lot, and I like Zul'jin also. But I think Blizzard does trolls wrong a lot of times, and it's kind of frustrating to watch how they write them. So I have my own biases. Also, holy shit, these procs, son! Good lord. Fucking love it. Other than that, I don't know. I think that if Blizzard's writing continues to get stronger, I'll probably find more characters I like, but other than that, I just really don't have that many favorites. You know who I did forget about? I did like Kill Jaden a lot. He was one of my favorite villains in the series, but he's fucking gone now, so I'm tilted. I actually kind of didn't like that Legion, like, kind of dismantled the Burning Legion, but whatever, I'm gonna get a little bit cranky if I talk about that. But also, story-wise, I understand why it happened. I'm just very curious where the game is gonna go from here, because it's like, really a lot of the major threats that were established in the lore are fucking gone. And so I don't know how things are really gonna go from this point. But as far as the music I listen to a lot of, I guess the technical term is Afro-diasporic music, but in reality, it's just like, just really black music, you know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of rap and hip-hop, and their subgenres. I like house music a lot, especially 90s house, when it has gospel influences. And I like songs that are really gay as long as they're not also like really memey, if that makes sense, because like a lot of songs that are like explicitly gay are just kind of more for the comedy part of it. And I mean, you could really look back at YouTube and see that like a lot of like the gay entertainers like basically made like gay parody songs rather than like actual like gay content that people were really feeling. And that's not really a look for me. I want the full gay experience, ma. Man, that was a lot of words I just said, wasn't it? I'm gonna go ahead and drop this shit off. And I know there was a shop above us, but like I'm really trying to be disciplined and not wasting my money. Because it's like I'm killing everything automatically anyway, right? I don't need to really have more items to succeed in doing stuff. I've heard of Cakes Tequila. I'm not like a super big fan of them, but I think they're neat. The other thing is that I kind of don't like a more EDM or electronic sound that much. And sometimes they kind of go towards that territory, I think. Although I might be wrong, honestly, because I haven't listened to a lot of their stuff, but that's not really my look, and I'm not really a fan of that kind of sound that much. And that's kind of why it's hard for me to find a lot of gay artists I like, because I think a lot of them go really into the EDM side of club music, and again, that's just not what I'm about. Alright, so I believe we're done here. I'm just gonna peek in the shop to see what they fucking had, and I'll move forward from there. Oh, that actually makes me a little bit sad that I didn't hold out and actually get the lesser sphere of life, because I would add the 3 set there. Actually, that's amazing. I could have had the 4 set. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. Something I kind of want to do that I'm not going to, because it's mean, is I would love to just, like, stream myself looking through the gamer tag to kind of, like, talk about the nuance of it. And, like, the kind of things that go into it. I remember when I first got on Tumblr, someone made a post complaining that, like, the gamer tag was, like, mostly selfies and shit, and I was like, actually, that's really problematic that you're saying that, and I just wrote, like, this whole ass dissertation about it. And then, like, now, years later, I'm like, holy shit, these nerds, like, why are these twinks, like, chomping on these video game controllers and shoving controllers up their booty holes? It's very funny. The growth. But I honestly, even though it's, like, it's not bad. It's just an amusing reality of just having gay content. It just tends to go sexual. Not because I think gay people are especially sexual, but like I always say, it just has to do with the conditions that a lot of us live in. And a lot of our experiences. We don't know how to really interact with people a lot of times without sex being as a medium. Because it helps make things a bit less awkward. How do you deal with forgiveness without letting pettiness make you think that you're compromising too much? I just put... well, I mean... For forgiveness, it's like... I forgive other people because I also recognize that I am a person who does things that harm other people, and that I forgive other people to practice forgiving myself, too. If that makes sense. Like, just as a person, not just as a gay person, but as a person in general, like, we all tend to, well, a lot of us, not everyone. I've met some really narcissistic people in my life, but a lot of us tend to be really critical towards ourselves, and we tend to have trouble forgiving ourselves, and we see ourselves as bad people for making, you know, like, very human mistakes. And I think that recognizing that making mistakes and acting out a little bit is just part of being a human, and while it's not always okay, I think it's something that we can overcome. And it's something that we as people need to navigate. Like, being good to other people helps you be good to yourself. But going more directly to your question, because that was like the setup for my answer, is that I think it helps just to see that kind of interaction as part of like a long series of interactions. Like, if you want to have your relationship go a certain way, like if you want to have a positive relationship with someone in the grand scheme of things, like, you have to give in sometimes. You have to, you know, compromise with people. And that's just part of life. And it doesn't necessarily matter who's right or wrong in all of the situations. Sometimes it does, but like, if you go through life basically seeing yourself as like someone who's wronged by other people, and you don't think of how you wrong other people, it just sets you up to be a dweeb, honestly. And likewise, I think it stops you from recognizing that other people grow, and that also you yourself grow as a person. I'm gonna do this trap room even though I'm not gonna be able to get the prize out of it. just to kill things. I mean, it just depends on what necessarily... So to answer your question, David, it depends... I'm trying to figure out how to word this. It depends on, for one, the content of what they actually did to you. So there's a difference between, like, getting mad because someone doesn't like that you ship two Steven Universe characters together versus, like, someone who, like, you know, stole money from you or gave you a horrible disease, right? But it just depends on what you want from that relationship. Like, you know, I go into it thinking I've invested in my friends, and I see that they're usually good people, and that they make mistakes, and that I think that I, as a person, can help them grow, much like they help me grow into, you know, getting over this. Like, it's going to be hard for a while, and sometimes you might need to spend some time away from each other, but you don't necessarily have to do anything, really. There's no one right answer. It just depends on what you want. Like, if you want to stay friends with someone, and if you want to have that connection be a lasting one, and you think that it's worth more than the hurt you have in the moment, then, you know, go ahead and work on that forgiveness. And I think that's the big thing. Do you think that what you've gotten out of the friendship overall is worth more than how you feel in the immediate moment? But yeah, that's my feeling on that. Also, I didn't buy anything in the previous room because I was thinking about it while I was talking, and I was like, I don't really... I need to just send all the fucking money up, even though it'd be nice to have the next level of the combo Nova. It's just not... Holy shit. It's just not... It's not what I need. I have to have that discipline. Anyway, I hope that made sense, David. And Bryant. I hope it made sense to both of y'all. I see that secret room over there. I just wanted to grab all that shit first. Whew, man. That's fair. I also think it's about the relationship you want to have with yourself, too, because it's like, for me, I don't really want to think about another person so much that I'm, like, thinking about their harm. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I would just rather not think about that person at all in that situation. Like, I would not, personally, in a lot of situations, get satisfaction from, like, seeing them suffer. I mean, there are some exceptions, of course, and it really, again, I don't really have, like, context for, like, what's going on with you specifically, but, again, I would just rather not think of that person. And also, I just generally hope that instead of people suffering, that they change, you know? Like, I hope that you eventually learn what you did was wrong, and that you try to rebuild that relationship with me, and you, try to make up for it. Because it's like, if we're hoping for things to happen, why don't we hope for a happier ending instead of just, like, revenge or whatever? But I don't know. It also just has to do with my general beliefs on how people in the world work. I think that transformation is the nature of existence, and that people are not static, and that they can grow through love and all that kind of stuff. Granted, that's hard. It's very hard. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to have that kind of worldview, in my opinion, because it's a lot easier to be petty, honestly, to be real. I mean, I think that's something a lot of people don't appreciate. Like, every time you're being considerate of others when they hurt you, like, it takes something out of you. Also, for me, forgiveness is very therapeutic in a lot of ways. Because, you know, I had, like, a kind of fucked up childhood. And I have just a lot of general anger towards the world. And I realize that through that anger, I kind of replicate some things that other people have done to me. And I don't want to be that kind of person. Who really puts that out in the universe because I'm hurting. Because it's like, I'm basically saying that my hurt and my resolution of my hurt matters more than how it affects other people. And I just don't want to do that. And granted, I'm not saying that's what you're doing, by the way, but that's just how I've learned to cope with things that have gone on in my life. And then also my observation from other gay people, or from seeing other gay people in my life who don't make this kind of decision, is that they tend to be very bitter and cruel people who focus on how much they've been hurt and ignore how much they hurt other people. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of us are so fucking mean to each other, is that we've suffered a lot growing up, and we kind of inflict that suffering on other people around us because we don't have like a really good coping strategy for dealing with it. I've sent almost 10k to town. That's a good amount. Holy shit, I just obliterated him. Good lord. Well, that was fun. This is really comical how easy this boss fight is when you are over leveled for it. Ow, goddammit. That's kind of annoying. Oh well, we got it, ma. What's the hardest game I've ever played? I think honestly, like getting better at Super Smash Bros. Like at like a competitive level where you can compete at tournaments against other people who are also like at a competitive level is very hard. But it's hard in a different way. It's like grinding out a matchup in Super Smash Bros. Is very, 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 very emotionally draining sometimes. Because a lot of times things just flat out are not in your favor from the very beginning, but it's something you have to overcome. And I think that's really the sign of someone who has a very good attitude towards video games and just life in general, is if you can see that, you know, this is not fair at all, but it's like something you just have to deal with and do your best against. And if you don't give up and completely like just be like, well, I'm not winning immediately, or I have to like work harder than other people to do things, then I don't want to do it anymore. And granted, I've been there. I've been in situations where I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I don't want to play this character anymore. It's so hard to win. But ultimately, I believe in my ability to like overcome the challenges I face. Eventually, it might take a while, but you know, that's the nature of life. Also, it just stops me from being a very bitter person, because sometimes relating this to real life, I think about how there are a lot of like really shitty people who are like bullies, who were very cruel to me growing up, who are like just having very successful lives and not struggling with mental health as much as me, and that's very irritating to think about, but it's like I'll have my time eventually, hopefully, probably. Other than that, I would say actually probably Beautiful Joe, to be real, was one of the hardest games I ever played if you play it on the max difficulty, because it really requires a lot of muscle memory, hand-eye coordination, and then spatial awareness at the same time. Holy shit, it's getting pretty late. I can be a little bit greedy with my potions on this floor, because there's a fountain earlier. Or near the entrance, rather. Also, thank you for all the questions. I appreciate them. I'm getting a good amount of money on these floors. Also should probably eat some more of these french fries. What is that? Thompson. Oh man, it's really good that I didn't walk further in there. I was actually scratching my balls. Okay, we made it, Ma. Let's go ahead and push this button. And I don't see what was revealed. I think it might have been the portal room, honestly. Oh well. It doesn't matter. It wasn't a shop, so I don't care. Incidentally, I really enjoy when games are very hard. That is always a draw for me. But hard in like a way where it grows with you. I think Hyper Light Drifter was also pretty hard. I kind of want to upload a video of that. Because again, I'm trying to diversify what I upload, and I don't want it just to be Final Fantasy 15 and streams, because that's a easy way to lock yourself out of getting viewers when you're YouTubing, from my observation. So my plan is to maybe do a Hyper Light Drifter video and see how people respond to it. And after that, we'll just see what we can do. I think a really big damper for me is my finances, because I would love to actually do a channel where I just go through the Steam LGBT curators and just play each and every single game that's tagged LGBT in some way and like do like a review of it or something. Because I think that would be a very easy way for me to get not only viewers, but just have a lot of fun and talk about gay shit in a relevant setting. Hey, Lamau, we got Scepter of Kings. That's good. Oh, shit! I was looking at chat. I'm so sad. Oh, well. Wah wah. I did make a net gain of money. Let's go ahead and go back to town. Aw. Have I played games that were just stupidly hard? I think the only game... So I actually deleted my... Sorry, I'm saying like 5 things at once. So I'm going to answer David's question first and then WG's. So the only games that I think are like stupidly hard tend to be like games that have transactions, microtransactions in it. Like phone games. Like Final Fantasy Record Keeper is really foolishly hard to progress in, because they want you to spend money basically to get items to win the game. Other than that, I don't really get frustrated by games being very hard unless it's because it's poorly designed. So I can't really say that I've played a game that's stupidly hard, because I think that if I was in a situation where it was very, very hard and unforgiving, I would just feel kind of invigorated by it, if that makes sense. But to answer WG's question, I don't have a Tumblr anymore. I actually deleted it the day before yesterday, I think. I'm not sure. And I know... Well, I do have a Reddit, but I think my Reddit handle is just Ethan Bonreal. I don't remember what it is. Let me tab out and check. Am I gonna get a... Hey, I didn't get a ugly message that's woke. Okay, let me see. Yeah, it's just Ethan Bonreal, one word. Do 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 dooga dooga doo. Stooga dooga dee. I should check if let me see. I need to really look into how to do this super chat shit. I forgot. Are any of y'all sponsors? I'm trying to remember. The reason I got rid of my Tumblr is because it was stressing me out really bad. I was seeing stupid shit, and it was making me cranky, and I'm already anxious lately. And I don't... So I don't think you are one then. So I had a few people the last time I streamed for a long time who became sponsors, and what that is you can donate, like... $2 or so a month, and you get extra shit, basically. Like, you get to have like custom emoticons and stuff, and you get like a little banner, an icon next to your name to show that you're down with the Bonreal squad. And like I said, I don't advertise for my super chat because I don't want to just like take money from y'all, but I actually thought you were one of my super chat people, because some of my long-term subscribers have been like sponsoring to get the super chat stuff, and I forgot you weren't one of them. I think I'm confusing you with Aaron, honestly. But TLDR, you can donate and get emojis, XD, if you want to support the channel. And I think it's supposed to like give me a notification in my user interface to let me know if you are a super chat person or one of my sponsors / donors. I'm also supposed to have like a button I can like make on the stream that people can click to donate, but I don't know how to set that up. And also I just I'll probably get the heavy gauntlets once I get enough money. Actually, I should not buy anything. I forgot that this is just a money run and not a progression run. It's up to you, David. I would appreciate if you donate, but like you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feel the need to cancel for whatever reason, that's totally fine. Because it's like, again, I know y'all have things you need to take care of yourself, and people need their money, so don't feel pressured to do it. Also, it's not like I'm subsisting off of this at all. It's just a little extra, and it helps me get better equipment for my videos. Well, I guess that's everything on this floor, and I'm not going to spend my money, but it's pretty wild how, like, little ore you get when you don't do the blessings. I honestly don't know. I actually just got Super Chat enabled last month when I started streaming, and it's a pretty new feature on YouTube. I think that when you sign up to do it, it gives you, like, a notification, or, like, it gives you, like, a little agreement, and it tells you, like, what the exact specifics are. I think it works a lot like a Twitch subscription, incidentally. I'm still thinking of stuff I can do to grow this channel. I really need to make like a streaming overlay so that this looks a little bit more professional, which means I have to teach myself how to make that kind of shit. And I probably should have like an avatar, some custom emojis that I can give y'all. I don't know if you can super chat on the phone, honestly. I'm not sure how it works. Like, I literally know very, very little about this because it's pretty new, and I haven't been streaming for that long. But it is quite possible you can't do it over the phone. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do like a really epic face reveal. That'd be pretty cool. Right? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I also am thinking of doing, like, non-video game videos where I'm just, like, taking a walk and talking about random shit, because I actually love going on walks, and I think the area I live in is kind of pretty, and people would like to see that. Who knows? Who knows? It'll also give me an excuse to just tell stories. I'm gonna go to that shrine in the center of the map and see if there is a useful buff waiting for me. I should have checked it immediately, honestly, but oh well. I can do it now. I'm gonna sacrifice my health just to see what I get. Alright, I got 25 plus damage. Which means I definitely need to be dumping all my money every other floor. Also, I really appreciate y'all sticking around and watching this shit so long, or listening to it probably, because that's really how I interact with streams. I mostly just listen to them, but it's really cool that people actually like what I have to say. I actually should check on how some of my friends are doing too, because I think they had elections for the LGBT group, and I'm curious how things went. If you don't, I think, okay, so I'm sorry, I'm getting, I'm getting overwhelmed because I'm alternating between playing and looking at chat, but I'm not sure how Super Chat works on the phone. If you want, after this stream session, I can kind of look into it a little bit and give you an answer, and I'll just message you on YouTube. And to answer WG's question, or not question, but what you said, I think it just depends on like what part of Tumblr you're on, because it's like certain parts that, like, I don't want to say everyone is leaving Tumblr for Twitter. I think it's certain parts of Tumblr that are leaving for Twitter, if that makes sense. It's okay, David, you don't have to apologize. I appreciate your interest in donoring or sponsoring. It's very kind of you. And a big ol' help to my big ol' gay agenda. I'm actually gonna read a gay history book tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but like tonight before I go to bed too. I'm rereading the same one I always read, but it's so good, and it's just a good refresher. I'm trying to really convince this guy I know to, excuse me, get a little bit more interested in gay history. Because it really helps you understand that a lot of these problems that we face today are things that people have been dealing with, like, since the beginning of gay time, basically, if that makes sense. It's the other side of silence again, the one I've mentioned on Tumblr a few times. I'm also gonna reread Terrorist Assemblages after I've, because I've looked into some of Edward Said's stuff, and I wanna reread it now that I've heard him talk about things, because Jasbir Puar used Orientalism, the book I'm talking about, is part of the basis for Terrorist Assemblages. I'm pretty sure that I'm, like, I want to read about him, but I would like to see, like, I don't know, does he have a biography, is basically what I'm asking. Because, like, sometimes it annoys me when I'm reading about gay people and they're just kind of like an afterthought into like a section about straight people, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't want to read about Mr. Rustin if it's like an afterthought in a book about Martin Luther King, if that makes sense. Like, I would like to know, I would like it to be about him specifically, if that makes sense. There we go. Because it's really irritating to basically have, like, gay character, or not characters, gay people be, like, sidekicks, basically, in, like, biographies. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'll look more into it. I know who you're talking about. I just haven't actually read, like, a biography about him. I actually really like James Baldwin, incidentally, because he's really always spot on with the shit he says. I think my other thing is that I also like, we'll see. I think my other issue is how people engage his sexuality, like the biographer. Because I don't want it to be something that's necessarily glossed over. Because I think that's something that happens a lot of times with historical figures who are gay, is that, like, they'll try to not really talk about how that informed their politics or their lives, and that's always really irritating to me. And I mean, I'm biased because I'm gay as hell, and that informs a lot of parts of my life, so I kind of assume that it'd work that way for other people, but I don't know, it just seems a little bit fishy if, like, someone's sexuality only gets, like, one page of dialogue, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know if he had any fucking boyfriends or some shit. Oh shit, man, I took a lot of damage going through there. Also, was greedy doing that. That wasn't very good. I should have just thrown it out and walked out. Part of me is being impatient. I kind of forgot that I took that HP deal, so I don't have a lot of hit points to work with. I should be looking for the button. I almost forgot that was a thing. I am pretty sure... Do I even have any? I have a few items. I was about to say, do I even have any sets right now? I don't think I do. Huh. I really want that Undead Monster Manual. I forgot how much it costs, though. We're gonna go back over there again once I get a little bit more money. But first, I gotta find this button, fam. It's not up here. I thought I saw it for a sec. I think I'm probably gonna cut the stream pretty soon too. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, and that's about my sleepy time limit or my tired time limit. And I kind of want to play some Heroes of the Storm ranked mode or competitive mode. There we go. I just looked right past the button earlier. It's a little bit annoying. There we go. We got it. It's kind of interesting that there's only one fucking chest on this floor, but whatevs. And we didn't have enough to buy that item that I saw in the shop. That's fine, though. Let me move here. There we go, I got it. Alright, sorry, I had to look away from my screen for a second there. Alright, what's on the map here? There's worms and that. Oh my god, it's so fucking tasty. Oh, shit. I was stopping to grab a french fry. I really... incidentally, I actually kind of like cold food a lot. I especially love cold popcorn. And cold Cheetos too. Like I'll legit like refrigerate popcorn sometimes to enjoy it more. And if Cheetos have been in like the fridge for a little bit, that's just AO great for me. Because it's like they don't get stale, they're just cold. Likewise, these fries are really well done, so they're not gonna like really get stale that easily. They're just gonna get a little bit soggy, which is fine with me. Although I do love the crunch. Well, I had a burger. I had In-N-Out burger. Incidentally, I'm eating part of the bun right now. What did y'all do today, incidentally? I should probably ask y'all that. Did anyone do anything interesting or gay? Or both? I forgot how many of y'all are in school. I'm starting to get familiar with some of y'all's like lives and situations, but not everyone. I should have looked for the button earlier. I keep forgetting about that because I'm used to the button being stuck from a bad fountain roll. Are you almost done with the semester, Progan, or are you going, like, immediately into summer school, too? I just called you Progan. I'm so sorry, David. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go, we got it. I would really like to send this money back to town, but they really are not giving us any... Oh, hey, there's a chute right there. That's really funny. I'm gonna grab that diamond over there first. I actually really like going for hikes and walks a lot, and I love talking to people while like walking and doing other stuff at the same time. I think it's my ADD, honestly, though, because I have trouble doing one thing at a time. It's very, 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 very hard for me not to multitask, because when I don't do that, I get really anxious and I hyper-focus on what I'm doing, and it makes me kind of uncomfortable. Ah, okay. I promise you that if you live in a big city, there'll be multiple HIV nonprofits that probably need some sort of volunteer. And maybe an internship. They don't always have that in the budget. Sometimes they do, though, if they have, like, a grant for funding. Because grants often stipulate that you need to have interns or something like that. I actually regret not formally learning grant writing, because it was part of what could have been my curriculum, but I was a fool and didn't take that, which is annoying, but oh well, just part of life. I'm kind of annoyed that I'm gonna have to start doing like multiple runs of this game to start reasonably making money in it without getting fountain blessings. Because I've barely made like 2,000 gold total in this run, which is really, really, really not a lot of money in this game. I think I'm also a little bit dehydrated, honestly, which is why I'm getting a bit tired. Didn't drink a lot of water today. I did have some Gatorade, though. Also, not gonna lie, I kind of want to have my face set on, so I'm gonna see if I can have some sexual intercourse with someone after I'm done with this, TBH. We'll see. Well, actually, it's already kind of late. I don't know if I'll be able to. We'll see, though. We'll see. I forgot how to do this puzzle. How do I do this shit? Do I just stand? Oh, you know what? I stand here? No, 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 no. What do I do? What do I do? I forgot how to do this. No. Oh shit. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. I forgot how to do it. The thing is I usually play with my friend and he usually does that, and so I don't remember exactly what the fuck I'm supposed to do on that puzzle. He's pretty nice. I kind of miss hanging out with him. He went to New Jersey to see, well, not to see, but to go with his wife because her father passed away and they were there for the funeral and to be with her mom, and he's been gone for like almost 2 weeks now. And I miss his company. We're very similar and very different. It's very interesting how, like, the person you're around, like, how, I don't know, just how you can have, like, very different relationships with people that can bring out very different sides of you. Because I think with the people I'm around on a day-to-day basis, like the gays, I tend to be like the voice of reason and like the stable one, but like when I'm with him, I'm more like an agent of chaos, and I just kind of am more mercurial. Oh, that's neat. You live in Jersey. Yeah, okay, so that's like a pretty metropolitan area. There's definitely like some HIV nonprofits you could volunteer at. I've actually known this person I'm talking about for probably 6 or 7 years now, I think, and I think he's one of my longest known friends, actually, which is really funny. And we met through World of Warcraft. Oh, that's okay. I mean, you don't have to pressure yourself. But it couldn't hurt to just look on their website or something, and they might have like an online application. You might not even have to like talk on the phone with anyone. Oh shit, my feet hurt. I'm sitting on my feet. I need to not do that. But yeah, like I was saying, it's very interesting. I think that I tend to be a little bit more chaotic when I'm hanging out with straight guys. To remind them that they can't tell me what the fuck to do, honestly. And like I've said before, I tend to try to, I don't want to say socially dominant, but like, I tend to be very assertive when I'm around straight guys, just to remind them not to overstep their boundaries. And likewise, I think I tend to be generally a little bit calmer with gay people, because I want to embody stability and peace and all that stuff. Because I'm so used to like just being surrounded by drama, basically, when I'm hanging out with other gay people, that I want to kind of thwart that by providing peace and stability. Because like I said before, it's very easy for socially awkward, anxious homosexuals to be really mean to each other. And I'm not about it. I just want us to be in happy gay harmony. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, sorry, I had to alt-tab for a second. Whew, man. I have a bronze key. I should go ahead and go over there. Do any of all have like a lot of straight gamer friends or something similar, I guess? I mean, I'm sure you probably interact with like straight people, right? Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't know what your exact situation is, WG, but I can relate to that too. I think a lot of gay people, and I'm not saying this is because you're gay, but like, we learn to be kind of stoic in public sometimes to deal with like having people not like reading us as gay, and that makes us look like we're standoffish. Oh, that's pretty cool. A few people I've known throughout my life have been ace. Yeah, it's not too uncommon for people to have resting bitch face and be gay. Again, like I've always said, I think a lot of the things that we do tend to be like strategies for making sure people don't fuck with us, and the consequence is that it makes us look a little bit more hostile than we actually want to be or look, but it's like, it's hard not to be that way, because if you don't do that, people will like fuck with you. That's fair. Again, I'm not trying to like theorize you or anything. I'm just pointing out that gay shit that y'all love, because that's what this is about. It's just to make people think about stuff like that. How many pieces of the trickster set do I have? I only have one. It's fine though. Alright, sequencia completo. What do you think would make this stream better, incidentally? What could I do? I already heard I should play, like, some light music, probably. Although I will say a face cam's probably, out of the cards for me, at least for now, especially because those cost money. Maybe I could have days where I play video games with y'all. That'd be pretty neat. Or I could have a day where I don't know. It's like, it's really hard to like have a day. What I was gonna say is have a day where I like play gay games, but it's hard to do that on YouTube because it's like a lot of them are pornographic, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll keep that in my back pocket. I'll think about it. I'd have to really search for a game that's like really gay, but also not sexual at the same time. Maybe I'll do Terraria on occasion, like I'll just start a server and slowly build and stuff. In fact, that might be what I do to chill out once I... Well, it's like... See, the thing is, in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, if I keep streaming, I can't get ass, but it's like, also at the same time, like, I'm probably not going to succeed in that endeavor anyway. So... In the empty house with the lesbian? What game are you talking about? I don't know if Danganronpa is up my alley. Well, if you ever, when you remember the name of the game, David, you could go ahead and send me a message or just comment on one of my videos, and I'll look into it. That's not a lot of money, XD. Oh well. Oh, gone home. I'll look into it. Oh, shit. I would love to have a game with the main character being like a really butch-ass lesbian. Oh, that's cool. Talk about my gay Steven Universe theories. I don't have any gay Steven Universe theories, I don't think. I mean, they're all fucking gay, so, you know. It's not much to theorize on. Maybe I could be a Steven Universe YouTuber. There's a lot of money in that. I'm a little bit tilted I didn't get on that train. I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about Steven Universe just because it's like... You have to have... I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. I would like people to be more into it. But other than that, it's like, it's not really... I don't think I want to devote that much time to talking about it. Although I do, in some of my videos, talk about, like, some of the things I've observed in Steven Universe that, like, kind of match up to real life. I don't know if real life's the right word, but that basically resonate with me. Hello? Oh, we got it. There we go. Alright. Incidentally, if anyone makes an indie gay game, fucking hit me up. I'll voice act the shit out that in exchange for a reasonable amount of money. XD. I won't ask for too much, but you know, give me something to get like lunch for that day, please. I think voice acting could be pretty fun, although I don't necessarily have the equipment to really do it to a professional quality, I think, right now. Maybe, I don't know. We will see. I've also been thinking about going back and doing coming out on top videos again. I don't know how successful that would be, because I think the hype over coming out on top is kind of over. But we'll see. It just really depends on how I feel about things. Because again, I need to really... Oh, thank you, David. You found the super chat stuff. That's pretty hype. Well, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. And I guess we can go ahead and roll out of here. We got everything on this floor. Also, I'm like really trying not to sneeze. It's because I mentioned Steven Universe. My body's trying to like violently reject it. But yeah, thank you again, David. I really appreciate that. Incidentally, I won't be able to do anything with this money for a while because of how YouTube works with this stuff. I'm pretty sure bodybuilder YouTube is probably full of homosexuals that just are not particularly open about it. It's actually really interesting talking about bodybuilders and like that aesthetic. Because there's been like a shift in like what is kind of like a gay aesthetic as far as like what guys are hot. And in the early 90s and like late 80s, like bodybuilders, like just straight up bodybuilders, like huge stacked dudes. Actually, I did see that, David. I looked through some of my subscribers like likes and stuff, or like what they're subscribed to, and a lot of it is like, not to read anyone, but a lot of it is like bodybuilders or like pop divas and stuff, so it's just very gay. Yeah, I've subscribed back to most of y'all. If you have a YouTube page, I will subscribe to it. Which means I will see your content on occasion, XD. Is that too intimate? Should I not do that? What is in this shop? Oh, I'll go ahead and get it. Or should I? Let me see how much I've sent to town. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get it. That's a worthy investment. That's valid. Like, I'm not saying that to be judgy or anything. It's just, it's interesting. There's a lot of overlap with what people who follow me are interested in. Like, yeah, I mean, y'all are all pretty cool. If you regularly comment on my videos, I definitely have looked through your YouTube page to see what kind of stuff you're liking, if your likes are visible. It's also really flattering in a lot of cases when, like, I'm one of the only gaming channels people really follow, because it really means that, like, despite the fact that you mostly not liking, or, like, being interested in gaming content, you just, for some reason, like my shit. Or rather, it's, like, it's interesting being, like, you know, someone's, like, main gaming content outlet, if that makes sense. Shit. WG, what sports do you play? Or if you do play sports, what sports do you like, I guess, is a more general question. Personally, I think soccer is really cool. Yeah, that's extremely valid. There are a lot of really, really racist YouTube gaming personalities. It's interesting seeing the growth of that too. Someone I followed on Tumblr who I thought was pretty cool. He actually confided to me that he had played League with some guy that he met on Tumblr. And he just loved saying the N-word and, like, using racial slurs a lot against people. And he was just kind of shocked that someone would be just like that. And I was like, it must be really nice not to be on the receiving end of that, XD. I miss dancing too sometimes. I would really like to learn to dance. Well, not learn to dance, but like reestablish, get back into it, but I don't think that's something that I'll probably do. Like, it's something I could, but I don't think that's really who I am anymore. It could be. It could be who I am eventually. I'd have to think about it a good bit. I also think MMA is pretty cool too, conceptually. What initially got me into it, incidentally, was that I don't know how to. A lot of MMA people who do MMA, like amateur MMA, also are in gay porn, or just porn in general. And a lot of them are really hot, so that kind of initially piqued my interest. And then also, I just think the technical aspects of it are pretty cool, although I really don't know shit about MMA, like, from a serious standpoint. I just like that people tend to be very knowledgeable about it. I remember, like, peeking into some MMA forums, and people were, like, losing their fucking minds in this argument whether or not a hammer fist or a karate chop is, like, more effective, and it is really fun seeing people get heated about this. I mean, something that seems like innocuous to someone who's like not into MMA. Something that I learned, that was told to me, or that I heard over a podcast, is that a lot of people who are in gay porn are people who are too short to be professional models. And that just really blew my mind, because it makes so much sense in retrospect. They're people who are either too short to be professional models, or they're people who just don't have the skin for it, honestly. But otherwise, they're just almost there, but they can't make that breach. Which is interesting. It's very interesting. Because it makes sense. Let's see. I would like to get rid of this money on the next floor. Yeah. Decidedly, it's probably hard to support yourself doing MMA, and training for MMA gives you that kind of body that gays like, so sex work is a relatively, I don't want to say easy way to make money to support that, but you know, it just makes sense. It's congruent with what they have to do anyway. There we go, and we just got one more. Oh shit, son, I almost died. Well, that's really annoying that... Yeah, a lot of porn stars are really short, which is, again, like, it blew my mind to recognize that it's like, these people are really hot, why aren't they, like, modeling? But it's because they're usually too short for the kind of, to do that kind of modeling work that they'd be able to sustain themselves off of. Although there's some overlap, there are plenty of people who do, like, professional modeling who also do porn, but I think it's decidedly a little bit more lucrative in a lot of cases to just straight up do modeling. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to ask some people. Incidentally, I've accidentally seen porn of people I know in person a few times, because a lot of gays, I think that's a very college gay thing to do, is to kind of like get curious about doing porn and like try it out, because I've known a few people that I went to school with who went that route, which again isn't bad. It's just like something people do, and I mean the biggest motivation is usually to have money, but it's awkward accidentally seeing your friend's butthole. TLDR. Especially when you don't see them in that way. But it's also right when you, yeah, I think it's pretty hard to switch out of doing porn. It's actually probably very, very hard. Especially because I see a lot of people who leave porn, basically, like, just stay there forever. And I've heard a lot of porn stars say that you want to, like, have friends and, like, community outside of just porn, because it's very easy to, like, get stuck there. And it makes it harder to get other jobs or hold, like, a professional career otherwise. Because, you know, people, like, recognize you and shit. One is blood. I guess I'll probably cut the stream after this floor, honestly, because I'm kind of ready to chill out a little bit here. Actually, I might do it right now, honestly. I'm gonna I'm gonna end the run at least. Because I'm getting a little bit sleepy. And I'm gonna grab my phone real quick. If I can figure out where that is. And I'm gonna see if I got any messages real quick, because I've not looked at my phone in a while, which is good. Streaming is really something that tricks you into thinking you're being more productive than you actually are. I think. So is YouTubing in general, honestly. Okay, sorry about the wait. Yeah, I think lady bodybuilders are pretty cool too. Oh shit. Okay. What was I doing? What was I doing? I think I'm gonna hop on Terraria to like wind down the night. That sound cool? I gotta find a Terraria server to get on though, I guess. Give me one sec, I'm gonna switch to... What the fuck is this? Oh, that's the Discord for it. Sorry, I'm just crunching directly into my microphone now. Alright, where's Terraria? We found it, Ma. Terraria is a good way to wind down, I think. I think that's gonna be like my ritual now when I'm getting ready to finish streaming. I'm just gonna play a little Terraria. And talk it, y'all. Good night, David. I hope you have a good night. Oh, man. I'm gonna kick my feet up here. It's kind of neat that I've managed to like hold 10 people at a time while I stream. Because I started out at like 4 or 5, and so this is getting, you know, it's growth. Someone I know who's like also like doing Let's Plays, who's gay, I think he's getting kind of discouraged by basically by how slow the process of gaining like viewers is. And I can relate. It is very hard. It's kind of hard to have to try to make content and not get a lot of views. I used to feel that way about like doing Let's Plays in general, because I remember trying to make videos other than coming out on top that got like any views, and like I would do a coming out on top video and that would get like 10,000 views, and then I would do like a Zelda game and it would get like 8, and it would just stay that way, and I just had no way to convert viewers. But it's just something that takes a lot of time and patience, and gaining knowledge over time. Alright, I'm gonna switch games here. Alright, we did it, Ma. Hold on, I gotta find a Terraria server I want to join. Oh shit, I lost 3 of you already, XD. That's fine though, it's not a big deal. Oh my god. Hey, I got 2 upvotes on that, that's pretty cool. Okay, what the fuck was I looking for? A Terraria server. Okay, Terraria servers. Sorry, I'm Googling these to find some I want to join. Did any of y'all play Terraria, incidentally? Never heard of it. It's, I mean, the common way to describe it is it's like 2D Minecraft, which is, I mean, it's right, but it has progression in it, which I like a lot. Different armor sets and shit. Alright, let me see. I got my list of Terraria servers here. I don't want to be on a survival server. Don't want to be on Terraria Legends. That is not in English. Ooh, it's a free build server. Let's do that. If I can fucking copy and paste this shit. There we go. Alright, we got it. I think. Is the server up? I don't think so, Ma. Wah wah. Oh, you know what? No. Yeah, I typed it in right. Nope. Wah wah. Oh, were you the one sending me Anons, Ryan? That's pretty cool. I figured it was one of y'all. I might make a new Tumblr eventually. I'll give myself like a month to do it though. Because I don't want to do it immediately. I'm still a little bit cranky about what made me mad, but... maybe I'll try Cyber Origins. That sounds cool. Let's do it. Alright, we found it. Okay, let's see what's on this server. Hello. Well, this is neat. I'm like in a floating castleette. Yeah, okay. Okay. I thought you were that Anon. I kind of don't want to talk about it. I just saw something that was really stupid from someone that I really liked. And I was like, you know what? The people on here can be really wild, and it's like I'm getting stressed out a lot regularly by this website and the things people are saying. And it's just not... it's not fashion. You know, it's not what I'm about. And so... this is interesting. Is there just not ground in this server anymore? Hello? Hello? We're falling. We are falling. We are really falling. We're still falling. We're gonna be falling for a while. Oh, you know what? I've been on this server before, haven't I? Yeah, I recognize this, this fall thing. Oh well, that's fine. Also, I should change the name of the stream. We are playing Terraria. Hopefully I don't die before I'm done typing this. There we go, I got it. What the fuck is that? Oh shit. Oh, okay, it was one of those worm things. Yeah, there's just not ground in this server. Well then. I guess it's time to move on with my, my life. I also just really think that, it reminded me that, I think my life philosophies are really incompatible with a lot of people that I share politics with, XD. And that that is just inherently a source of conflict, and I am not really interested in... Oh, so this is like a fucking race thing, I guess? What are we doing? Is this an obstacle course? Do I flip the switch? No, I don't. Okay, well, we got it. Okay. Well then, this is a pretty boring server, I'm gonna say. It does not look super populated. What the fuck is that? Is it Jello? No, it's something incomplete. This server seems like it's not particularly well maintained. Oh, I forgot I can fly. For me, politics and gay stuff are like pretty intimately linked. Granted, I understand that it can be very annoying because people get so heated and they start just being like that, but for me, being gay is just like a very political identity, so they go hand in hand. But I think I just need to interact with people who know how to calm down sometimes, honestly. Basically, TLDR. Yeah, this is an empty as hell server. Good lord. I think we're gonna look for another server to jump into. Give me 1 sec. I don't know if I like this. I'm gonna join... Well, that's a survival. I'm not sure. I'm gonna join this server. It's not English, but who the fuck cares? We'll see what happens. I should probably actually have a screen that doesn't show what server I'm joining so people don't like try to, in the future, like harass me or something. But YOLO. I mean, I think y'all are pretty cool, and I don't think one of the 5 of you in here is gonna, like, decide to try to ruin this. Found server. Are you gonna load? Am I being, like, approved or something? It's kind of cute. I'm looking at Grindr right now while I wait for this to load. It's also kind of cute. Interesting. Well, it's not loading, so we're going to try another server. What is La Croix? I don't know how to pronounce that. Isn't that like a food question mark? Alright, we're going to try this one. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Gotta go back. Alright, let's see what the server's got for me, ma. Okay, this is neat already. It's got a waiting room lobby thing. And it looks like a big-ass castle. This kind of reminds me of MapleStory a little bit, actually. The way that the platforms are set up. What is this? Teleporter to Sana. Oh, they have English translations. That's nice. Is that a big jalapeno? I know it's not a jalapeno, it's a bed, but it looks like a jalapeno. Well, this is already pretty neat. I forgot, Ryan, who were you on Tumblr? Like, what was your blog title, if you don't mind me asking? This is pretty neat. Oh, okay, it's got a little drawbridge and shit. I don't know why I've never fucking thought about that, to make like a drawbridge in Terraria. What the shit? It's so simple, but I've just never done it. I should probably show off the server that I play on eventually, but I have to ask my friend to put it up again. Oh, there's a little fucking swing. See, I never thought of that either, and it's so simple. I'm tilted. Ugh. Oh, this is really cute. Oh, it's getting spooky over here. Oh, is that a heart? Yeah, okay. I wonder how many people are like coming onto the stream, seeing Terraria server hopping, and assuming I'm like griefing or something. This is also a really neat house. And that is like a shadow dragon. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm hungry as shit. I need to finish eating these french fries. So we're gonna do that. You're gonna get to hear me eat. Getting the ketchup out. There we go. We got it, Ma. Oh my gosh, so good. This is a really neat house, too. I'm gonna go inside. Yeah, that thing is following me. It's my summon. I'm gonna have to look at your blog eventually. I was pretty selective about who I would mutual with, too. So if you, like, followed me and I didn't follow you back, I'm sorry, but... For me, Tumblr was, like, my, I don't want to say safe space, because that's corny, but... It was, like, where I went to... get away from the rigors of life. And also just to be nice, because I have to... be a little bit harder offline than I want to be. And I want to just have like a nice soft uwu space. Hey Ryan Games. What's good? What's good? We got 2 Ryans here. What are you about to tell me? Are you going to ask me to play on your Terraria server or something? Because that's valid, but there's a 50-50 chance I won't do it. I am playing something. The hell? This is me chilling to wind down from playing other games, so I'm sorry if this isn't what you want. But this is the Ethan Bond real way. Yeah, honestly, I should just have both of the Ryans fight it out, honestly. This is a very modern home. It's very chrome. I actually love when houses use gray and white scale. Oh shit. Yeah, this is pretty cool looking, honestly. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm gonna kind of steal some of these designs. That's part of the fun part about like server hopping on Terraria, on like free build servers, and servers with housing, is that it lets you really see like a bunch of ideas that you can basically steal for your own server a little bit. But it's cool. Oh, I feel like you probably aren't one of my regulars, Ryan. So what I'm doing is I'm going around on Terraria servers and just looking at what people are building. Just to get inspired for future builds and as a way to like calm down for Me getting ready to go to bed here, because I was playing a game that was a little bit action-packed. This is a pretty cool setup here. I really love when people remember to use like rounded structures and like use arches when they build in Terraria. Because it's very easy to just make like a series of boxes that are all interconnected. It's also neat to see people put a lot of love and care into the things they make. I think... I'm sorry, Ryan. I can't build anything right now. This isn't my server. I don't have permission to build on it. I think we ran out of shit to look at. Yeah, it's just open land here. Or is there? Actually, there's not. What the fuck is this? Was ist das? Bye, Ryan. Interesting. Huh. Well, this is definitely spooky. Okay, yeah, this is actually pretty neat. When my friend is back from New Jersey, I will be on my own server and show off the stuff I've built. But it's not much, honestly. Oh, okay, you're still here. Oh shit. I don't know why this is so complicated. Interesting. That's like a Pokemon, right? Or is that a Digimon? I can't tell what that is. Or supposed to be, I guess. Oh, this is also a really neat house. I think the desert and the jungle are both of my favorite biomes to build in. To build houses and stuff in. I also like when places have like attics instead of basements, because it's really easy to want to make a basement in Terraria. Because it's just natural to like want to build downward into the ground, but an attic, you have to have some pre-planning to make that work, because you have to have enough space in the roof to do it. Hey, a hand. That's kind of spooky. This is very quaint. I'd sleep here. Got some nice books to read. I'm not gonna lie, Ryan, I'm not very into pixel art. It's not really my aesthetic. It is neat, though, when other people make it, but it's not really something I'm interested in making. Oh, it looks like they're not done building this yet, but the frame for it is really handsome. Also very green, but it's a very handsome building. I feel like this is going to be pretty interesting. It looks pretty big, too. I like that everyone uses the same spiral staircase design. It's cool, though. That's good, Ryan. I'm glad that you build anything you like to. I think I'm going to... Oh, so they have like a little park in the center of that. That's actually really cute. I love that. I love when they have like parks or gardens built into the house structure, like in the center of it. There's also some shit going on beneath me too. I wonder if there's a way to get down there. I don't think there's gonna be, unless there's like a teleporter up here or something. Oh, that's neat. They made it look like it has curtains. Yeah, big fountains are really cool. Anything that uses a lot of water is usually really neat in Terraria because of the water physics. Yeah, gardening is a very calming hobby and pastime to have. It teaches patience and the active or the action of maintaining something, because that's something I struggle with as a big ol' homo. Is I struggle with like motivating myself to maintain things, which is why my room is always so fucking messy. Because it's either like go big or go home. Like I can't pick up or do like a few things to make something better. It has to be like a complete overhaul or nothing, basically. And I'm getting away from that as I get older, but it's hard. That's cool, Ryan. It is neat to spawn a lot of things. Huh. What is this? Oh, I can't read this language. I forgot. I think that's like Russian or something. Can you remind me exactly what I said, JM? Because I forgot what you're referring to. Because there's a bit of a delay between chat and what I'm seeing or what I'm doing in the game. That's true. I can see that. It's like that in Texas too. That's cool, Ryan. I've never built a meteorite myself. It'd be something neat to try out, though. Yeah, I don't know how to get in there. Whatever. I'm fine with that. We're just gonna move forward with my life. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I don't see how to get in there. I think you have to use a switch to get in, but I don't feel like looking for it. Oh, this is neat. Another grayscale house. Oh, when I said harder in real life, I mean that I think I'm a bit more confrontational and a little bit more aggressive in person because that's just how I've had to be to deal with stuff as like a gay person. But now that I'm without Tumblr, I don't have this. Like Tumblr was basically my space to be not like that and to have more pleasant interactions with people. That's cool. I hope Luke likes it in Georgia. It looks like they mined out all the walls of the dungeon here, which means I think I don't want to be here. Although I don't know if that's 100% true what I was just saying. I think I was in situations where I had to be like tougher for other people and then also just be really tough to get people not to mess with me. But I think that I'm a lot more peaceful in person now, or in real life. That is actually pretty interesting pixel art. I think that is from a game I've seen before, like I recognize that thing. Aperture. Oh, is this like a Portal 2 based environment? Or, oh no. They just have like the Aperture logo there. That's cool. UFOs are pretty neat. And this is a space tank. That's actually really fucking cool. I like that they use the looms to make it look like the treads. Oh shit, sandstorm, son. Ugh. Oh, this is a pretty neat house. I like that it's not even like a very easy for or a very easy way for me to like something is if it's colored red and black. Um and so this isn't even probably that really impressive, but it's red and black, so it just appeals to my sensibilities. Most of the stuff I own, actually, and a lot of my clothes are also red and black, if you were curious about some Bonreal lore. It's just it's my look. Oh, that's a neat pier. Is there anything else in the ocean? I don't think there is. I think we hit the edge of the server, which means we are going to go to the other side. You have a Chinese house? Like actual Chinese, or do you mean just like Asian inspired? Oh, shit. I don't know why I did that. I gotta go back real quick. I need to deset my spawn and then go back to the beginning. There we go. I feel like I blew a lot of my steam early on in this stream because I was like really talking up a fucking storm at the very beginning, dude. Like, I'm just straight up gabbing. But I ain't doing that right now. Oh, this is actually a really neat house frame. But it's very empty. It looks like it's still under construction. Looks kind of like a church, honestly. I like to build, but I'm not very good at it. There are some people who are very, very good at building things. Sorry, I'm stuttering a bit because I'm kind of actually dozing off. There are some people who are very, very good at building things, and I'm okay, I think. I have trouble implementing a lot of the ideas I have, because I think I just don't play Terraria enough. Also, this is a really nice fountain. I really like this. What's a good wind down topic? I don't know, honestly. I think that, I don't know. I just don't know what a good wind down topic is. I wish I could think. I'm going to bed pretty soon here. I really am getting sleepy. I also tend to get kind of sensitive when I start stuttering, because it's an indication that like my brain power is starting to kind of drift away. Because I only stutter when I'm tired, or when I'm really anxious, or when I'm feeling particularly mentally ill. This is a very nice structure, and it was very nice to see it. Oh my god. Don't do coke, that's bad for you. Well, I mean, I guess you can do coke if you want to. But, I mean, whatever, you're grown, you can do what you want. I think I'm biased because a lot of my friends or people I've known have really bad drug problems. And that it is pretty common when you know a lot of gay people to have a lot of them who. That's valid. That's probably true. I don't. Yeah, that's valid. This is a very colorful house. But I was saying I was biased because it's like growing up as a gay person, like you just. Something I've observed is that, like, your friends either start doing drugs or they get HIV or both. And that's just a reality of, like, the social dynamics to an extent. Always really breaks my heart when my friends start doing drugs a lot. Hi, Josh. This is a very nice house. It's very cozy. I like the disco balls in the bedroom. I feel like that'd probably make it really hard to go to sleep, though. Yeah, you're gonna give yourself a tummy ache, dude. Coca-Cola and coffee, that's a bad mixture. Also, especially this late at night. That's cool, Josh. Oh, sorry, Ryan. I didn't mean to be patronizing. Shit. I mean, shoot. I need to watch my language. I'm a little bit surprised that my stream is being recommended to people that are under the age of 21, considering I have gay in the title, I think. And I'm pretty sure the YouTube filters try not to do that. These are very quaint homes. I would love to sleep in here and take just a nice nap right in that bed. Are we in like a bunker? Yeah, I feel this. I'm getting some bunker vibes here. Let me go ahead and flip this switch. Alright, we're in the basement. And what is this? I guess it's like a bath? That's cool that you don't care about swearing, but I don't want to put that out in the world. I need to be a good influence. Huh, a helicopter. I do not play sports. I am very, very gay, and I do not function well on a team. Actually, that's not true. I don't function well on a team with people who are not gay. Sometimes. It depends. Oh, it has like apple trees. It's fascinating. Or like apple vines. I guess they're not trees, they're just kind of hanging here. I cleaned up my language a good bit. I actually was kind of noted for being really vulgar, but also like really polite at the same time. I curse a lot. That's fair. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm different because I'm gay, but I am gay and I'm also very different from a lot of people that I encounter. And that's okay. It's not bad to be different. I did play Pokemon a lot. I grew up playing Pokemon from the very first games, and I used to play Pokemon competitively. I forgot this house does not have a back door. I have to leave out the front. I played Pokemon, like literally all of them, actually. I think the only games I did not play in the main series are Black and White 2. That's true, but my heart is gay also. My heart has like rainbows all over it. This is a very pretty house. I like the design. Also, I love the color purple. It's one of my favorite colors. I also like that altar thing they have down here with the window. I stopped being like really into Pokemon though, like around the time I started college. Um, I am in love with Zero Boys, and um, yeah, some of my friends have disabilities, like they have to use a cane or a walker to move. But it takes all sorts of people. And again, there's never anything wrong with being different, at least inherently. Hmm. Interesting. I'm sorry, Ryan. It's not nice that people bully you. I was bullied a lot too growing up. What is this? This looks a little vulgar. Oh shit, I didn't mean to jump that high, but I'm in space. And by shit, I mean shoot. Yeah, I lived in dorms for a while when I was in college. I'm sorry. It can be kind of scary going to school when people are mean to you when you go there. WG, are you big and strong? Like, are you an intimidating fellow person? Like, physically, I guess. This is really neat. I fucking love these swings. It's so cute. I wish there was like a sitting animation for the player character in Terraria. I don't think if you I don't think that ending your life is necessarily a good solution. It's really easy to feel really bad right now and let feeling bad right now make you want to make a permanent decision like hurting yourself. But when you do that, you don't give yourself a chance for things to go right, and you make it so that it is hard for you to have good experiences. Because, like, if you hurt yourself or you're not alive anymore, things don't have a chance to be better. And that makes it so that you only experience bad things. Would I recommend staying in dorms? It depends on what style of dorms. Some dorms are kind of like apartment dorms where you basically would probably never see your roommate. Other times, the dorms would be like you just share a room and a bathroom, and that's probably a little bit too intimate for my personal gay sensibilities because I need a lot of space. But otherwise, it just really depends. It also depends on how socially anxious you are in your personal space needs, but I do think that if you live on campus, it's a lot easier to motivate yourself to go to class if that's something you struggle with, like you feel like you struggle with that discipline. Because I know there would be a lot of times where I was like really grateful that I lived like on campus because I could just go to class very easily. And after I stopped living on campus, I would not have the same motivation to, or I would need more energy to will myself to go to class. I think that I would give living on campus. I think it's neat to live in college. I would do it for the first semester. Also, I'm sorry, Ryan. I don't know what this is. I guess it's like just the outline of a. Oh, no, it's the bottom of some. No, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but whatever it is, it's definitely that. Also, it is almost 1 a.m. I think after I look at this pyramid. Okay, I looked at it. After I look at whatever's to the left of this pyramid, I am gonna go to bed. I think I wouldn't ask them how or why they don't like you. I think I would just go with the fact that they don't like you and recognize that it's because they're mean people, not because you're a bad person. Sometimes people don't really have a good reason for not liking other people. They just do it because they're bored, honestly. And that's how they deal with their own problems. So it's better not to worry about them, and I think it's better to worry about recognizing that you're not bad because they don't like you. That's more of a thing that is their issue. But I think this is a good stopping place. I've been streaming for 5,000 years, and I'm gay and tired, so nighty night. My character's gonna go to sleep here, and I will catch you folks later.